He's not, you know what I'm saying? And then,
That's why I always go like this. Before I start training, I was like, all right, go ahead and submit me. That way we get the butterflies out.
Okay.
Just go ahead and submit me just to break the ice. And like you said, it's training, right? You're just trying to feel each other. I look for the exposure, but like, man, how strong is Merab? I want to see him grab me. Like when I saw you fought Henry Cejudo, me and Michael, we didn't think you were going to take him down that many times. But the way you were wrestling him, put him on one foot, the inside trip, and then your endless gas tank. Like I was like, and prior to you fighting Henry, is when me and Henry training, I say, Henry, Merab's a way tougher fight than Aljo. He goes, you think so? And I was like, yes. He don't fucking stop. He just keeps coming and coming and coming. Well, what the fuck's that about? Like, how did you get that gas tank to keep on pushing like that?
That's a good point, you know, because so Aljo is skill, like he's way better than me. Jiu-jitsu, wrestling, maybe striking, smart, tall, strong. But when it comes to fight, me like just coming, you know, I'm not stop, you know. Maybe, you know, it's different, you know, because I'm grinding, fighting for everything.
Yeah.
Aljo is calmer, more relaxed, technical, but it's a fight. Sometimes you gotta just go for it, right?
Yeah, but like, but where does that gas tank come from? Like, obviously, and this isn't, you know, referring more to Aljo. I'm talking more just about you. Like, whoever you fight, it's like you always push the pace and drown them. Like, you outwork them. And when you outworked Henry in the wrestling, I'm like, I'm shocked that you did that. And I turned around and I was like, one of the greatest strengths that you have when I watch is you just don't fucking stop. If it's a shot, takedown hands, you're always competing with everybody in every single realm of mixed martial arts. And you don't get tired. Like, that has to come from somewhere. Like, I know we talked about it when we first, you know, had the MIGHTYcast, but now that I'm sitting, you look great. You got your biceps are popping. Like, is there a specific type of training that you do to have that type of gas tank?
Okay, my training is like this. So because of me, like I was doing judo first, and then after judo I started fighting in Georgia, and then I moved in the United States. And then first year I wasn't able to find the MMA gym. So like in judo, of course, nothing close to MMA.
Yeah.
I was fighting in Georgia, but training wasn't good in MMA. And first year here in the United States, I wasn't even training MMA gym. And then I find MMA gym, but I start working construction. And then I was training only nighttime and not every day. And I was so tired, and it was still hard. Like, and then in New York, you need a good training partners. And that time, only Aljo was, like a high level, and other guys like, yes, but like we don't have like MMA coach. Yeah, we have a jiu-jitsu coach, Merab, but I just started jiu-jitsu over there, and I was just always trying to get better.
Gotcha.
So I was always in my head, and still now I started late MMA, and I need to learn more. And I was always thinking I'm not high level fighter, I was thinking to always get better. And like the last couple of years I'm just training full time. But to ask your question, so now I'm trying to, last couple of years I'm trying to go every jiu-jitsu practice. I go every MMA practice. I'm here in Vegas, and Vegas, of course, we have MMA practice, we have jiu-jitsu practice, and like wrestling. And now I try to just training, not like running, and not like if I have extra time, or if I'm injured, like I have a little cut now, and if I can sparring, yes, I will run.
Yep.
Otherwise, if I'm healthy, I'd rather sparring, do jiu-jitsu, do MMA drilling, like this real training. Understand? But real training.
So
I don't do like a strength conditioning. No, I don't do this.
Gotcha. So that's why you're conditioning. So what I'm understanding is that your conditioning is tailored. You do your conditioning. You get your conditioning via striking, pad work, wrestling, jiu-jitsu,
Yes.
mixed martial arts training. You're not one of those guys who goes, all right, I got to run 6 miles, and then I got to do strength and conditioning, then I got to go swim. You probably do that just for fun activities, but most of your conditioning comes from actually training.
Real training, yes, real training. Yes.
Well, it seems to translate very well because there's a lot of people in the beginning of my career, that's what I did for my strength and conditioning was I would do, push-ups, pull-ups, squats, and then swimming. And now later in my career, I would not do none of that. It would just be all Muay Thai, kickboxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and then sparring. That was my training. It was no more. I would swim for recovery, but as far as when it came to actual strength and conditioning, it was via the fight game, just fighting to get myself ready for the fights.
Yes. Makes sense. Yeah, like I said, I wanna training, real training, because lifting weights and running is good, but this is extra for me. This is if I have time and if I don't have a training, if gym is closed, I don't have training, or I'm traveling. Yes, I will run. Yes, I will lift. And if I'm somewhere, then I cannot sparring or I cannot do jiu-jitsu. I will do this.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the MIGHTYcast. I'm here with Merab. This man is headlining UFC 306 at the Sphere. It's a monumental moment, not just for mixed martial arts career, but this man's career. He's getting an opportunity to fight for the world championship. How are you doing, Merab?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Demetrious, to having me here. It's my pleasure and it's an honor to be here in your podcast. Really, man, you are amazing. You are a real goat, and big respect. I'm happy to be here.
Thanks, man. Big opportunity for you.
Yes.
Right. How many fights you've got in your, in the UFC? How many fight win streak? What are we at right now?
Right now we have 10 win streak.
10 fight win streak.
Yes, sir.
How many wins in the UFC?
10 win in UFC. I have 12 fights in UFC.
Whoa, hang on. You're on a 10 fight fucking win streak in the UFC, and you're now just getting a title shot.
Yes, sir.
See, this is bullshit. This is number one bullshit.
Yes.
It truly is. You think about that. 10 fight win streak in the UFC.
And I beat 3 former champions.
3 former champions, and you're finally now getting your opportunity to fight for the belt.
Aljo was champ though. So.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Well, don't fucking matter. 10 fight win streak. And obviously you don't want to fight Aljo because you guys are best friends, right? But it's just crazy. I feel in today's market of mixed martial arts is that people are getting title shots off losses, right? And here you are, you're 10 fight win streak in the UFC, and you're now finally getting a title shot where people have got title shots off less. Talk me through that. Obviously we knew you couldn't do it because Aljo was there, but now finally you're getting your opportunity to fight for the belt after 10 fight win streak. Like, how does that feel finally to get the opportunity that you well deserve more than anybody on the whole fucking roster, right? Like more deserving than Tom Aspinall, more deserving than fucking, Max Holloway. Like if anybody's a true number one contender in their division, it is you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. But, I just want to correct one thing, yes, Aljo was champion, and he's my brother, and I always say I'm very thankful for Aljo. I was his training partner, and we are friends, and we always training together. But UFC never offer us to fight each other, Of course, I say, and I don't want to fight Aljo, of course. But if UFC really say they send us contract, hey, Merab and Aljo, you guys have to fight each other, then maybe, that's what I'm saying. I mean, we never say, no, then they can blame on us, but they never, they never throw us in this.
Yeah, they never sent you a contract like, hey, Merab, you're fighting Aljo, Aljo, you're fighting Merab. They never. I applaud the UFC for not putting you guys in that position, right? Because you don't want to be put in that position, right? Like, could you imagine, you go to Aljo, you go, yo, Aljo, hey, I got an email from the UFC brass, and they want me to fight you. He goes, what? So I think it's good they never did that, right? So I think what you're trying to clarify is... But,
no, sorry, brother.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to do, there is some people, you don't fight Aljo. Yeah, I don't fight of course, I don't want to fight, but but don't blame me because like UFC also never offered us.
Exactly. Yeah. Assholes, fans. They didn't. The UFC never offered those guys to fight each other, even when Aljo was a champion and you were on an 8-fight win streak.
Right.
And I think the reason why is because they knew what the answer was going to be. They knew you guys were never going to fight each other.
I don't think so.
No, what you think you would have fought Aljo?
No, I don't.
But I truly believe. I believe that they knew that it's like this.
Yeah.
If you see a hot chick at the club, you're like, man, she gonna my. She probably won't. I'm not gonna ask her. But no, you like, hey, you want to suck? You want to suck
this? But maybe act nice way. Hey, let's go to dinner, and after dinner there is not like this.
See, Merab has too. What's going on, guys? This podcast. See, let's jump ship, okay? Each time I see you doing these skits, you always with these big ass, white girls, big booties in your house, and you're partying. Where do you get these girls? Where do they come from?
But I'm not. I'm not married yet. Before I find the one and only the good girl.
Yeah.
I have a little bit fun, you know. So this way, no one is jealous.
Yeah.
No one can tell me what to do.
Yeah.
And I'm friends with lots of girls, and
I'm happy for you. I love it. Each time I see the videos, I'm like a skit comes on, I'm like, oh, here we go. Is it going to be the fake Sean O'Malley, or is he got all these girls? The next one, it's like you have like 6 girls in your house, this party, and I'm like, there ain't no dudes. It's just Merab. Granted, it's skits, but I think me and Michael were literally just talking about this on the way over here because my wife was like, oh, who's coming on a podcast? And I was, oh, it's Merab. And she goes, oh, I think I know who that is. And then Michael was like, yeah, he always has these skits online, and that's what. That's how you build your brand, and people actually enjoy the skits. And then she goes, oh, I just read something about him. You posted about your cut on your eye. We'll talk about that later. But I just enjoy your skits and I love them. But that's one question I was asking. I was like, this man's always with fucking random ass chicks, hot chicks. And I'm like, man, he's got a fucking, a whole bunch of booty calls and different area codes.
we are living in Vegas, and there is lots of single people here, and we have single people club. I'm joking. I'm joking. No.
Okay, let's move on. So you recently suffered an injury in training, right? It's no secret. You blasted on the internet. What happened? Was it a headbutt? Was it sparring? Was it a knee?
I was sparring, and I landed good right hand to my sparring partner, and the same time I got him clinch, and I asked him, you okay? Because it was really big. He said, it's okay. I continue. And I keep him against the wall, and we was in clinch, and when he say, I give him a couple seconds, and I drop level, I was here, and my head was here, and I dropped to start wrestling because I don't want to fight him again, or because he was a little hurt. I tried to wrestling, and myself, he wasn't doing anything. I just drop level, and I hit my eye to his hip, and then just open, it was just wrestling situation, and they opened my eye, and I was bleeding, and it was end of the 3rd round, and I finished up round, and I just do shadow boxing after and everything, and so me in my head, I'm thinking, this is. I should do stitches just in case.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it's because
1,000%.
Right.
It's a fucking cut.
Right.
You want to try to heal it as fast as possible because, the fight's coming up.
Right.
You don't want to postpone the fight. It's the opportunity. You are well deserved. So the last thing you want to do is can I get 8 weeks till they heal? No, fuck that, because the UFC, they're gonna move on with somebody else.
Right.
So you get it stitched up.
Yeah. So as a champion, this happen every time. When you're sparring cuts and everything, bruises and everything, and so me think maybe I'm gonna skip my next sparring session on Thursday, but Saturday I'll be fine because I'm gonna do stitches today, and then takes 5 days to I can sparring again.
Yeah.
And then it's just no big deal. And then I have more than 3 weeks, and this is of course nothing. We know, you know, it's not fight week, or it's not like day before or something. And then, I was messaging some people who can do stitches and whatever. So I find some people who can help me with this, and then actually, anyways, and so when I was doing stitches, and I pull up my phone and I want to look, you know. And I'm like, maybe let me look from my Instagram story, and I'm like, oh, let me go live.
So you're basically going down you're going down a rabbit hole. It's like, let me see how it looks. Let me go on Instagram and see how it looks. Oh, let me go live on Instagram. So you go so you went on Instagram live. You didn't do like a story. You just went live.
I went live, and then I see already 2,500 people watching this my live. It was three minutes long. My live video. But then it was I thought it was fun because I did one after my fight. I got a little cut, and they was doing stitches. And after my fight, I was making video, and it was funny, like when they're stitching and me talking. And I was enjoying when she was stitching at me. And
this was after one of your fights.
Before that. And then like when
you got hurt just now
and then when I put it live, and I was enjoying watching myself, and I want to see what people are commenting, whatever. And then when I see it was a lot of people was watching and lots of comments, and I keep it there. I don't delete the video.
Ah, gotcha.
And then when I see the video views was like this, I'm like, it's interesting. And, I keep it there. You know, I don't delete.
I like that. Oh, nobody's gonna know. He's keeping her. He's getting stitched up. It's like, little behold, 3 weeks. You got to fucking fight. Everyone's like, what the fuck? And then you're like, you go back, oh, it's like 200,000 views. You didn't think it was gonna get that much attraction, really? Oh man, I think you gotta give yourself more credit when credit's due. You have a huge following that people truly enjoy, not just your fight style, but your personality, and also like what you bring to the table. So I think you going live and giving people the access to your daily life and see what you're doing, and how often are you getting stitched up? It's very rare. So I think, you know, you have a big fan base, and I think, you know, you got to realize that. So you take a shit with a girl sitting there and you go live, I'm sure they're all going to tune in and watch that as well. So you do the live, Instagram live, you have so many viewership, then Dana White gets wind of you posting that. He didn't have very nice, kind words to say about it, right? You know, Michael's always a big fan of, he's not a big fan of how the UFC brass cuts down his fighters and say, you know, that was a very stupid thing that you did, right? But you felt it was the right thing to do.
Hey, I don't, if it was something serious injury, of course, I will hide it. I will not post it. I will not even tell maybe nobody. But like I said, it was no big deal. Little cut. I know it's going to take 3-4 days. And it's going to heal up. And I even will be more careful because next sparring session, I'm going to use my headgear.
Of course.
I even be more hungrier. This even like every time I have a little injury, even makes me more focused, more disciplined, more smart. And even if people are saying Sean O'Malley will see it and he will target. Okay, let him try. That's why let him focus on this, and then we will see what I'm gonna take him down. I'm gonna punch him back or something. Of course, Sean O'Malley will try to knock me out, but he's not gonna. Oh, it was left eye, right eye. Let me hit same spot. It's not gonna do. It's a fight. Of course, he's gonna try to knock me out. And we already know it's nothing secret. But I don't know. Anyway, so. I posted because it was no big deal in my head. I have time and everything. That's why I posted. But same time, yes, I don't hide nothing. I have fun. And this is who I am. And then some people may call me stupid. Whatever you guys think. Fuck it. I don't care. This is who I am, you know?
Well, I think it's more a game. So you're like, you think this is going to fucking stop me from losing that fight? You think this cut is a big deal? It's not a big deal, right? And I love that mindset where you're like, he's going to try to hit me. I want you to hit me. I like to see you try because I mean, I was talking to somebody the other day and I was like, mixed martial arts, it's a fight. And if you're so worried about getting taken down and getting punched, then you're not going to do very well. But if you accept the inevitability that it's going to happen, then it makes fighting so much easier. And so you have in mindset, like, he is going to try to punch me. Is it left eye, right eye? I like to see you try because I'm not as easy. It's just like saying people's like, oh, kick his leg. Okay, go kick his leg. It's a lot harder said than done. It's like Cameron's like, I'm gonna out wrestle Merab. Okay, you might be a better wrestler, but when we fight, you're not gonna get you. I don't think he took you down once, did he?
He clipped me, I think. Like
he clipped you. You're throwing punches. That shit happens. But he's known for he's a gold medalist in the Olympic, and he didn't take you down once.
What happened was I dropped him and I overrush, and then he ducking me, he ducking me, and then he put me down. Yeah.
That was out of defense, not as attack, essentially. So,
did take me down. Yeah, it's good, but I take more than as a Olympic wrestler, and then me just fight it. Yes,
exactly. So I think it's funny. Well, I don't think you were dumb doing that video. I think because when I caught one of it, Destiny thought it was how you cut weight, and I was like, no, Merab cut himself. It's a very simple cut. It will heal. It's from scar tissue because it wasn't like you got hit there and it just blew up.
Yes,
you went down for a shot. The ribs, not ribs, but the hip bone is very sharp and just opening up. So you should be fine. If it was open like that, then that's a serious cut where it's like, okay, you gotta no activity for 6 to 8 weeks to get it enough time to close and scar over. So it's not a big deal.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, now let's talk about this. Big match between you, Sean O'Malley, right?
Yes.
You finally get an opportunity to fight for the belt at the Sphere. How do you feel about this fight?
Oh, I was chasing this guy in this fight long time already because once we saw him on Dana White contender, the Dana White contender series fight, and he finished the guy knockout. I'm like, whoa, who is this guy in my weight class? So of course I keep an eye on him, and after he has one win and next win UFC, I want to fight the guy because he was already star and he was already big name, and then I was just beginner too, UFC. And and the first two fights I have a controversial lose in UFC. First I was sick, second controversial, whatever, something. I think I win both, but it says loss in my record. Yeah. And but once I win my next fight, I call Sean O'Malley I want to fight with him. So I was 0-1 in UFC, but I called him out. I
who the fuck is this guy? I'm like, I'm 0-1 to win, but I'm gonna get there.
But even that, maybe he should take because it's easy. Whatever. And then I win next fight, then I still call him out, and every time I was mentioning his name, the only one guy I was calling out, I want to fight, that was him. But he never answered, never respond. Even I was ranked above him or behind him, he never say anything about he always ignored me. And but I guess thank God it's happened like this because now it's perfect time. Now we will all see who's better fighter, and then it's for the UFC belt, and this is for the UFC champion. So, and I believe I am better than him. I believe I can beat him and I can win this fight. And I'm excited. And I wasn't sure if I was getting this fight up until maybe 1 month ago, maybe 1 month and 1 week ago, exactly 2 months before the fight. 2 months before and maybe 1 week. So 2 months and 1 week before
the fight, the actual fight. So if we look at 2 weeks, 2 months, it would be September,
9 weeks.
9 weeks. But if we go backtrack, it would be July. So you didn't know if you're gonna get the fight until July is when they finally announced it. Hey, you're getting an opportunity. Because July, August, September, so that's 9 weeks before the fight.
Exactly. Yes. So they call me and then, hey, Merab, done. You're fighting Sean O'Malley at the Spare, and we're gonna send the UFC countdown media, and you're gonna do all this, and I was so happy. I was so released.
You called all the girls like, hey girls, come on over. We're about to make a skit.
Actually, I tell the girls, don't come over. Now I'm locked in, fight is on. And I'm not making any fun videos anymore because I got what I want, you know. That's why I was pushing these videos, skits, because I want to get this fight.
Absolutely.
I was pushing to fight at the Spare. I was dream. And when I saw the video, Dana White was doing press conference or something, and he was saying, we already have a main event. This fight is done. We're gonna announce soon. And then I'm like, oh my, I guess it's not me. And when I'm fighting Sean, and Sean will say, Sean O'Malley was saying, oh, maybe he mentioned maybe December. And I'm like, oh, maybe I hope it's me. And then it's okay, me fight December. I don't care. And when they told me that yes, I'm fighting at the Spare September, I was so released.
Nice.
I was so excited. We know how it works.
Absolutely.
First they tell you fighting. That day you very excited, you happy, you're feeling some motion, and then after you just normal. And now it's like a normal. Like now, of course, it's a big, huge title fight at the Spare on Mexican Independence Day, but this is just another fight for me, and it's a big responsibility. I'm just only thinking for fight. I don't think about too much belt, what I'm gonna say or what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do is, God willing, I believe I'm gonna win this, and I wanna do lots of great things with belt. I wanna travel the world, visit a couple of countries, of course, first my country, and a couple of European countries, and just show everyone I'm like normal guy, small guy.
Absolutely. You used to work construction.
Right,
Well, it's kind of crazy because, you're on a 10-fight win streak. You're finally getting an opportunity to fight for the belt. You've already beat 3 former world champions. You beat Henry Cejudo, you beat Jose Aldo, and Peter Yan. Now, if you beat Sean O'Malley, who's after that? You've already, you worked your way through the castle and beating everybody on the way, to where a lot of people, they get on a 3-fight win streak and you beat the champion, you have the whole top 10 that you could fight next, right? So I feel like your case is a little more unique than today's market in the UFC, where when you beat Sean O'Malley, it's like, who would Merab fight next? Like, I don't want to look too far, but like you beaten the whole, you beaten everybody, right? You beaten everybody to get to this point in your career. Like,
I would love to fight Figueiredo.
Oh yeah, he just came to the division. Yeah.
He's former champion. He's the guy dangerous. He knocks people out.
If you beat Sean O'Malley and you beat Figueiredo, you probably beaten the most like former champions.
It's gonna be 5, right?
That'll be 5 former champions. I don't think anybody's done that before. I think Alex Pereira has beaten like 1 or 2, maybe. I'm not sure, but like your credentials so far prior to getting a title shot is already a lot higher than a number 1 contender, if that makes sense, right? Yeah. So that's
good point. Yes.
That's I'm sitting here just going through the numbers, ladies. The numbers don't lie, women do, which you know a lot about, right?
But I'm getting better everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think the thing that's unique about this fight, you fighting Sean O'Malley, is that you already been in a training camp with Aljo preparing for Sean O'Malley, right? And then you got to see firsthand, see Sean fight, be there live, be in the corner, and basically take in that energy, right? And that's one of the things that I felt that helped me when I fought Adriano Moraes. And even Henry Cejudo the first time, was I got to sit there, watch them both fight. And then the first time I fought Adriano, I didn't get to see him fight once. But then the second time I watched him fight, I was getting ready to fight Rodtang, and I was sitting there watching him fight Yuya Wakamatsu, and I can sit there and watch him and move. I'm like, okay, that's what I saw. Yep, okay, perfect. I'll beat him. I'll beat him next time. I can see it, right? I think for you, you saw, you were there. You went through the training camp with Aljo, with O'Malley, and then you saw the fight, and now you're like, okay, I'm gonna get the opportunity to actually pick up where Aljo kind of left off, where Aljo was trying to get across that, we call it the void, the distance, as us being 5'3", you're probably 5'5". I don't want to cut you short, right? You're 5'5". How tall is this motherfucker?
Yeah, 5'5".
5'5"?
But
hey, Michael left, of course.
Don't tell no one. I'm 5'5", but in my
You about to tell the whole. You about to tell the whole world right now, Merab.
It says 5'6", but I'm 5'5".
I fucking love that. When I played football in high school, they're like, "All right, Demetrious Johnson, we're gonna put you at 5'8", 180." I was like, "Y'all know I ain't no fucking 5'8" and 180. I'm 5'2", and I'm like 112 pounds. Like, we don't want people on the roster to see that. We don't make you look big.
Oh, okay.
But as us being shorter fighters, fighting a taller guy, it's no secret. When we want to get to them, it's always hard, right? Even when you're the same height as a striker who moves lateral and dynamic, it's always hard. I think that's the biggest conundrum of this fight is how do you solve that puzzle? But I think you have something in your back pocket that you've watched them fight. You've been in the training camp already once with Aljo to get ready for him. Like, you going through that, do you think that gives you some sense of like you've already had the opportunity to feel this energy before?
Actually, I don't think it's a big deal. He's tall. I mean, the more important, he walks, his footwork is good.
Yeah.
You know, footwork is good, and his speed and how he like counts, like he steps back and counts with the right hook, and he's dangerous for sure. But I mean, I'm gonna focus myself, and I'm gonna just do my thing, and whatever fight will go, I'll be ready. Even striking, even of course, like I'm gonna look takedown and take him down. But even if he defends, I'm fine. It's a fight, MMA fight, and I've been there. I've been sparring with tall guys, short guys, every size of guys, and yeah, like it's another fight for me, and I believe in myself. You know, I have a good cardio. Experience, and then if he hits me, he will wake me up, and I even come more hard.
It's kind of like when Henry hits you, you're like, okay, motherfucker, it's time to go, right? Usually when you get hit, you wake up. Let's talk about these side quests you've been doing. You recently just did a judo competition.
Sambo.
Excuse me, sambo. Yeah. You did a sambo competition. My son was asking me the other day, what's the difference between sambo and judo? And I was like, I'm not. I don't want to lie. Yeah. I think I knew when I told him. It's striking in sambo, right?
Yeah. So okay, I will explain. So judo, it's an Olympic sport, and it's a Japanese wrestling, and then it's a big and everything. So sambo, I think Russian stole some technique from Georgian traditional wrestling, and they make this sambo. It's sambo. It's a wrestling sambo, and then there is combat sambo. Two type. So they stole it's a Russian sport, but they stole all the wrestling from the gi and like all the technique from wrestling and judo and everything, and then they make wrestling sambo, and then combat sambo. It's like MMA, it's like MMA, but with the wrestling gi takedown. So there is two types of sambo: combat sambo and wrestling sambo. So wrestling sambo is most popular, and then they have a combat sambo too. A combat sambo not this much popular in every country. They just starting combat sambo with the women's too, but before they don't have women's.
Here's a question: in combat sambo, can you pull guard? Because you can do some jiu-jitsu, correct? Yeah. So if you doing combat sambo, can I come and grab you and pull guard or no?
No. So I'm gonna score the takedown.
Oh, okay. You score the takedown.
So in combat sambo, how it works is the punching scores don't count. Either knockdown counts or takedown counts.
Gotcha.
Or like when you in wrestling, you holding somebody when you make you put them on the shoulders.
Pinning them?
Right. But you need to pinning them 20 seconds.
Holy shit.
To get 4 points.
Damn.
20 seconds. But
20 seconds?
But with a jacket, it's much easier. Sometimes.
Fuck, I don't know, man. 20 seconds, that's hard.
It's a big. Or armbar is good, and the leg lock is good.
Gotcha.
And then a wrestling sambo, armbar, leg lock, pinning, but no choke. Wrestling sambo.
Gotcha.
But in combat sambo, choke is good. Leg lock is good, armbar is good, triangle is good. Then headbutt is fine too.
On the ground?
I think strike. No, in standing.
Standing? So, but once it hits the ground, you can't strike. It's all grappling.
You can strike, but no need to the face.
Gotcha.
No need to the...
No headbutt to the ground either?
I don't think so. Yeah.
You better fucking
Yeah. No.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And so what if you get on top, you mount them, you ground and pounding? Because you said
They will let you fight like a karate combat, like couple of seconds, and they will let you up.
Okay, gotcha. Because no strikes count. They don't care. So you could be moving, light somebody up, kicking them, punching them.
And then you take me down one time for score the 4 points,
4 points.
and then you're gonna beat me.
All that does nothing.
I may beat you up like all round.
Interesting.
Yeah, but
why is it like that, you think?
Because it's sambo, it's a wrestling, and they have own style, everything. That's why it's hard, because I mean I used to do judo and then sambo, like wrestling.
Yeah.
And then I started MMA. Then now I fight combat sambo because it's easy because I'm an MMA fighter.
Yeah,
but I don't do this like the throws from the belt anymore. Then with the gi because I'm not focused on this and this. Some guys they're good with the throws, and once they throw you,
they get 4 points.
Yes,
and you're like fuck, and it's like. So let's talk about the side quest. You went and did a sambo tournament.
Yes.
And you end up taking first place.
Yes.
Right. So why did you go do that? Were you just bored, or were you like, you know what? I'm gonna do the sambo competition. I'm not gonna tell anybody. They'll find out on Instagram. Right? Or did you call? You say, hey, can I go do the sambo competition? Or you just do it?
I just did.
You just did it?
I just did.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just like training for me,
What the fuck?
Yeah, listen, some of the sparring session is harder than fight.
1000%. But you are getting ready. So, for example, if I'm contracting you to fight at the Sphere, okay, and you get injured, no worries, Merab, because you're getting ready for this fight.
But that was the thing. So I wasn't sure if I was getting title fight, and then I wasn't. I was pushing that the Sphere.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I was hoping at least I got December somewhere, maybe Vegas or somewhere, and so what happened was the one guy who works in US Sambo Federation, he called me, hey Merab. No, he was keep texting me actually. He was keep texting me, and like how our phone goes crazy. And then like, it was Thursday night, and he called me, Merab, like I was texting you, I guess you're busy, but the Saturday we have competition, like US championship.
Yeah, USA championship.
Yeah. Now, since you're US citizen, you wanna do that because if I'm Georgian, I have a Georgian passport before, I cannot compete, in US championship.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to be a citizen.
Gotcha.
So I said, and I said yes, of course, I will do it. And I just answered yes, and I gotta drop a little bit weight. So I said, when I can make weight? He said tomorrow night you can make. Okay, I said okay. I'm gonna skip my meal.
What's the weight class? What weight class you compete at?
It's kilos, 64 kilos.
64 kilos. Sounds like 145, I think it is.
Something like this.
Okay, 145. So 145.
Yeah.
So
and then I was already finished training. I skipped the meal and I run next day and then
you're fine. Okay.
Yeah, and then it was a little bit. They give me some little extra pound or something.
Okay.
And then that was easy. And then, not easy, but whatever.
Yeah.
And then so, and then next I fly to Texas the next day, and I got there Saturday morning, and so there is the lots
and then so you just fucking competed.
Yeah.
How many matches did you have?
Altogether, I have 5 matches.
5 matches?
Yeah.
Combat sambo or just wrestling sambo?
I did 2 wrestling sambo and then 3 combat sambo.
I'll say it once again. I've been saying it a lot lately, is that this is the best time in combat sports, this era, because back in the day, you would never see Rich Franklin. You never see Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell, Anderson Silva, John Jones. You would never see the athletes at the top of the game go off and do these side quests, right? Like you would not see a person who's in line to fight for world title go off and do 5 matches, 3 combat sambo and 2 wrestling sambo. Like it's just unheard of. But now we have these like athletes where here you are. You're like, you know what? Oh, Merab, you want to come do some sambo? Fuck it, let's do it. You fly to Texas, you do 5 matches. Oh, you have your buddy Aljo. Oh, I'm in Abu Dhabi, I'm gonna grapple. Then you have other athletes doing the exact same thing. Now, when you go and do that, do you enjoy it, or do you just like, well, obviously you enjoy it, but are you ever worried about getting injured when you're gonna go do these side quests?
No, this one, no, because like I said, it's like a training for me. I mean, so fighting, when I fight, I know it's like process. I have to eat clean. I have to be like super, because this doesn't matter. You can lose, and it's not, not gonna affect me. But the fight, it's like it's legacy. Is legacy. But this is just challenge. Can I do it? I have time. I have a focus. I have intention. And then yes, if it gives me motivation, if it gives me something to makes me happy, I will do it. But fighting, it's legacy, and the big money in the table, and big legacy. And I'm taking serious. Yeah, eat everything right, and cut blood, bunch of weight, and cut weight is always hard. I always cry.
I think. You always cry when you cut weight?
Nah, not cry, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure I heard that. But I think you doing these side quests actually cements your legacy even more, because you're still challenging yourself outside of your profession, right? Like, I think a lot of fans enjoy that, because it doesn't show that you're just not a one-trick pony, but you're just focused on winning the belt. Obviously, that's the end game, is to become a champion, defend the belt multiple times, make a lot of money, but you're still challenging yourself doing these side quests in the combat sambo or whatever it may be. And I think, you having a mindset that it doesn't matter if you lose in that, because it's just, I'm challenging myself. But, because those guys, how old were they? Were they your age or younger, older?
Some of them my age, some of them young.
Younger, right? So you're going against guys who are a lot younger, and that's what they focus on, which is sambo, wrestling, and combat sambo. So I think it does submit more to your legacy, right?
Thank you. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I guess.
He doesn't know. It does, ladies and gentlemen, because a lot of people don't do this. Like, I say it again, this is a time, if you're a mixed martial arts fan, if you're a combat fan, a lot of people are getting the opportunity to see you guys compete a lot more, instead of just in mixed martial arts, but in whatever you want to do. Right?
Can
Something's
I drink
good. Absolutely. You can drink the first 4 minutes drink. I don't know if it's cold, but it's absolutely delicious. I like it. It's something new. They just started sponsoring the podcast, and it's delicious. I like the citrus blast and the blueberry. It's pretty good.
Oh my God.
It's pretty
so
good.
Delicious. Bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what's your end game? Like, after, how much longer do you want to fight for? Because you're what, 33, 34? 33? How much longer do you want to fight for?
I want to keep fight forever like you, man.
No, I'm fucking. Hey, about time this comes out, which will be September before you fight. I've already retired.
It'll be your time.
Yeah, I'm retiring. I'm not gonna fight anymore. I'm not gonna fight anymore, buddy. Yeah, shut up, dog. I'm not gonna fight anymore, and the reason why is I don't find mixed martial arts fun anymore. I don't.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Reason why is because I find more fulfillment in doing jiu-jitsu, because I feel it's harder. I find more fulfillment in helping and training with different people. Like, I train with Aljo, I train with Mikey Misimichi. I like to train with people, because if I ever wanted to feel, I want to feel Merab's gas tank. I want to see how good he is. I want to feel his strength. The only way that would ever happen is if me and you were to fight each other. If I was a professional athlete. Right? It would just never happen. But if I'm like, hey, I don't care about winning. I don't care about, ever having an opportunity to fight you. Hey, Merab, can I come train with you? And you're like, yeah, Demetrious, come train. Let's train. And then when we train together, you're not going to have like, I need to beat you. You're trying to learn from me. I don't know. I've never trained outside of training camp when I would fight. So now, next time I'm in Vegas, I'm like, you're done fighting. I'm like, hey, let's train together. I'll get more fulfillment with training with random athletes from my era than continuing to fight in mixed martial arts. That's how I feel. Because once I get ready for a fight and I beat somebody, it's like, okay, I beat him, I made this money, which is great, but I didn't get to learn anything in that 25 minutes, if that makes sense.
I understand. So Well, to answer your question, I love fighting, and now I'm not married. I don't have kids, and I'm only focused for fighting. And I'm a full-time fighter now, and I love it. I love it, and I want to keep fighting. I don't think what age I will retire. I just want to keep fighting as long as I'm healthy and I'm doing good. You know.
And your body is healthy right now. Like
Yes.
it's obviously besides this, but
Yeah.
no. Have you had any major surgeries from training and fighting?
So usually, I mean, thank God, I'm not getting too many injuries.
Yeah.
You know? So I had two surgeries before. One on my elbow, I did like something nerve was get stuck in my elbow, and my hand was getting weak. And other time before Peter Yan's fight, I break my hand, and
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
yeah,
That's right. That's right.
And
That's right.
then I did surgery after that, and I heard my shoulder, like this bone come out, but I don't did surgery. I avoid like I'm usually how I training. I don't getting injured. I'm not hurting people. I'm not getting hurt.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, you know, and so I'm healthy, and yeah. So what I mean is in training, I rather tap out. I rather give
course.
up position than injury.
To fight through it. Well, it's funny, like we're here and there was another fighter who is in the UFC, and I asked him, I was like, how much more longer? He's taking some time away from the sport, and I was like, how much longer you want to fight for? He goes, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years. And then I'm like, how's your body? He's 30, so he's a lot younger than you. And I was like, how's your body? He goes, I can feel it. He goes, I can feel the wear and tear. Granted, his path to his UFC career, it was a lot different than yours. He's been in a lot of wars. I don't want to say any names, but you haven't really been in a lot of back and forth wars where you're taking concussions, getting knocked out. You know, so you've honestly been healthy through your whole entire career, especially a 10-fight win streak. If you're in a 10-fight win streak, you're beating that ass or sitting in your ass beat. Where a guy who's 50-50 or 60-40 in their UFC career, right?
Right. Yeah, you're right. I'm not taking any damage in the fight or in the training sparring session. That's how my style is, and I'm not. I don't like get hit. Even I can take it. I don't like it. And I have my own style, and I like grapple more. I like, I like to be on dominate position, and thank God, I don't have to go war like some people does, like. Justin Gaethje does, and Tony Ferguson used to be.
When you sit down, I want to interrupt. When you see other athletes go to war, right? Like for me, I'm like, why it's like when I see people try to like, I'm gonna knock that guy out. And I was like, why were you gonna try to knock that guy out? Why don't you try to wrestle him maybe and do something different? When you see guys in the sport who take the harder path to a victory, what goes through your mind? You mentioned Justin Gaethje. You see how he's suffered so many knockouts, and he's knocked some people out too. What goes through your mind when you see athletes do that in mixed martial arts?
It's a risky, man. You are athlete. And so I'm gonna say it myself. So I'm an athlete. I'm just myself. So like if you lose, it's on you. You know, it's like everybody continue life. It hurts you. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
But when you fight, like I had one fight against Ricky Simon, top guy. It was fight of the night. It was back and forth. I was punching. I was trying to knock him out. I dropped him, and everybody loved the fight. But then it was 1 minute left, and I shoot again. I was winning the fight, and then I shoot again, lift and jump, and I hit my forehead to the floor. I get a little bit knocked down, and that's where he got me to choke. And then now I realize he has my neck, and I cannot move. I get stunk, like my nerve I cannot fight with my hands.
Yeah.
And I was moving my legs I don't want to repair his stomach because I cannot fight with my hands. I show everyone. And then they let me fight, but end of the fight, they said, I was in and out, and some people say I was out, and whatever, they give him win. And then I'm like, why? And I realized why I risk. Yeah, I have a fight of the night, but I lost. And then,
I got 50K, but I still fucking lost.
Yeah, and then if I lost one more, then maybe goodbye UFC. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a risky, And when I see the ball swinging, one of them will drop.
Yeah.
So, and then one of them it's a risky like this. Like, you know, when we see the Russian guy against the Aspinall.
Oh, Tom Aspinall. Yeah.
One of them was gonna go down.
Oh, yeah. One of them was gonna get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, one of them. And then even I think Pavlovich racked him first.
He hit him first, then he came back,
It's one of them, you know, whoever was lucky, you know.
Yeah.
That was the, you know. So when I see like it's good, but it's you're gonna risk your career, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, and so yeah, that's what I mean, I feel bad for who are gonna lose like this fight, you know, because it's risky on you, and then if you're gonna lose your job like this, you lose one or two risks like this, bye UFC. But,
see, that's always a thing for me. Like there was a point in time where I would watch fights and I didn't care about the concussions, the CT, and all that stuff. I didn't care about it. And I think what changed for me was a Robbie Lawler versus Rory McDonald, a long time ago fight. Big fight back and forth, both bloody. And the first thing, that's what changed my mind. I sit back and I was like, man, I hope these guys make a lot of money because they just took years off their lives. And then now when I'm watching Muay Thai and they're just fucking beating the shit out of each other. And I'm like, you're going to get a concussion. Like I mean, your brain only can suffer so much of that. And
you're going to have a family.
You're going to have a family.
Yeah, you want to spend time with your kids and you're going to get old, man. You're going to be slow. And for me, it's just crazy. So like each time I see people like pop, they're just blasting back and forth. I'm like, yes, it's cool for a little bit, but then afterwards I'm like, fuck man, you guys take way too much. It's just way too much damage. So you're the only other fighter that's ever like who's came and said it. He goes, nah man, fuck that. Like I get smart, I think, and I don't when I watch, I feel bad those guys too. You know, because it's a risky, you know, how many times you can fight like this, you know, like Tony Ferguson used to fight like this. Now we see, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's 0-7, I believe, in his last 7 fights. And it's unlike you're right, your body can only suffer so much damage.
We see Justin Gaethje, he risked the fight. Let's go, it's good, but you know, sometimes maybe I go like this, you go like this, but when we look
very rare.
We talk like this, but maybe we do same thing, but when we look now, the Gaethje lost fight. And then they're gonna show all these highlights.
The rest of I never forget when I got knocked out by Adriano. It's the only time I've been knocked out, right? Just I got up and he goes, blah, knee me. And I'm like, God damn it. I was like, oh well, it's all good. And now each time like they play it and I just laugh. I'm like, oh, you know, it is what it is. It's you know, you stay in the game long enough, it's bound to happen, right? It's very rare for somebody to get in the game of mixed martial arts and get out unscathed. I mean, Khabib Nurmagomedov's one of them. John Jones, another one. You haven't made a highlight reel yet. It's just it's only a matter. It's not if. It's not when. It's not if. It's just when, right? Meaning, like if you stay in the game for another 10 years, another 20 years. It's going to happen. Right? Yes, but if you stay in it for 2 more years, like, nope. It ain't happening. I'm out. I'm good. Right? Exactly. And so I think that's always a good mindset to have. Like, okay, it could happen, but if I stay smart, be strategic, move my head, wrestle, control that distance, when they come in over here and right, take them down, then you minimize that highlight reel to happen to you.
Right. But like you're right, exactly, man. You know, it's a fight and everything happen. Like Islam Makhachev, he's a great fighter, but you get somebody from nobody, get knocked down, sleep. The guy had not the UFC anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's not.
Yeah, he wasn't that level, but you know, everybody can get knocked down and dropped, and we see this, and so that's what I mean. You know, it's a fight, it's a mixed martial art, and then you have to use your skill to avoid those risks and win the fight, and at the same time make excited, entertain it, and make money, make me win, move forward, and because it's your career. You know, you're not like like if you drive like crazy, then you're gonna get accident, right? But if you drive smart, then you're gonna end up always.
Absolutely. How's your good friend Fake Sean? I forgot his name.
his name is Fake Shanomali, or his name is Saba.
Saba. How's Saba?
Yeah, good. Yeah, I remember you met him, right?
Met him, yeah, because he was at the club when we were there. Is he doing good?
He's doing good, yeah. Good. Yeah, I don't need him now for now because he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah,
you know?
Saba was like, hey man, you need to go down. He was like, no. It reminds me of, have you ever seen the movie called Happy Gilmore?
I don't remember. Maybe.
Okay. Well, Happy Gilmore, there was Happy who was trying to win a golf tournament to get money for his grandma's house. And there was a guy who was an asshole. Not you, but his name was Shooter McGavin. Okay. And he had a buddy, forget the buddy's name. He would call his buddy over to distract the main character. And I feel like you calling Saba, I was like, Saba, come over here, I need you. Then the main the guy who would distract the main character, he goes, hey Shooter, you need me to come and work for you? He goes, no, that's okay, I don't need you. So I'm glad Saba's doing well. Tell him we said hello. Okay. And Merab, thank you so much for coming on the MIGHTYcast. This is your opportunity to let people know how they can support you and where they can look forward to a new upcoming fight.
Thank you for having me again, it's really an honor for me. So yeah, my name is Merab Tualishvili. You say how you read, and I mean, it's my social media, same thing, Merab Tualishvili everywhere. And I want to tell everyone, thank you so much for support and love. I really feel everywhere I go, like everybody, I don't know what Shanomali did wrong, or people trying to be nice to me. Everybody wants to beat Shanomali. So I don't know what's going on, but thank you everyone for support, and I'm training hard, and I'm gonna give you guys good show, good fight, and thank you for support and love.
Yeah. Well, I think the reason why people love you is because you've never been disrespectful. You've always been chill. And I told you this the very first time we ever met. You've always been very respectful, kind, humble. You have humility. Like, yes, you're a better wrestler than me. Yeah, you can be a better wrestler, but it's mixed martial arts. Yeah. You can be a better wrestler. You can be a better striker, better Muay Thai, or better judo player. But when it comes to fighting, I'm going to mix it up so damn good, you won't be able to keep up. None of the shit you've ever done up to this point fighting me, you're not going to be able to hang. And you do it respectfully, right? Even though people are like, you're like, that's okay. You talk. When it comes to fight, I'm going to smash you. And that's why I think a lot of people respect you and enjoy following your career. So thank you. That is why.
Thank you. I think that's you and people who knows what's real.
Oh yeah.
Because
I know what's up.
But like some people, I mean, there is some, like, now we know the trolls, and they call us bowling fighters.
But let's get back to the trolls. How come each time somebody's running their mouth, you always got to go up there and confront them? You did it at CJI. You did it a while ago at one of the UFC. You climbed the fucking rafters. How many fights have you been in the street?
When I was young, before I was in the sport, I was fighting a lot. But once I start sport judo, I no more. I don't have the reaction. I was forgive them. Yeah. But now I'm MMA fighter. I'm fighting UFC, and these trolls, they either go in the internet crazy, or even when they saw you person, they tell you something disrespect, like. And when I try to talk to them. Okay, come and say, let's say, come close and tell me to close and say, bring the same energy, right? Yeah. And then they don't do that. And that guy, the last time CGI, he was, he was there too, right? Yeah. So I was sitting watching match, and one guy yelled at me, Merab, he was yelling, Merab, Sean is your daddy. And I said, shut up. And I tell him, come here. And then he was keep going on and on. He was keep continuing. I give him warning. I give him signal, he should stop, But he was keep going on and on. And now all I have to do is I have to go there. He wasn't
you talking all that shit? All right, motherfucker, I'm coming. And when you ran up the stairs, you see the video. He was like, "No, God, please." What did he say when you got up there?
Actually, I don't hear exactly what he was, but he was like so scared, and then after he was no.
Yeah.
But now like, you already fucking, I already give you a chance before to shut up and stop. Now it's too late, you know. I already give you from the fight. You think I was joking? I wasn't joking, but you was joking, I guess, and he was acting stupid. And you gotta pay for it, you know. But first, when I'm like, I wanna troll him back, you know. Of course, you know, we are professional fighters. We're not gonna hurt people, but. And then when I jumped, I was really going to him, like to troll him, to make him scared. But I saw, and he was scared, but he was sitting. I thought he was gonna run and make him run. But he don't leave. He stayed there. I guess he's stupid. And then he was there. Hey, sorry. And then of course, like, if he get up and he wants to fight, if he was real man, if he tried to fight me, of course I will fight him. Because he deserved. But he wasn't real man. He don't deserve me to slap him, you know. But like now, I don't want to just he's sitting and me like leaving him, and I'm like, give me him.
I fucking love, because it's always like each time it's like you see it all the time. You're minding your own business. That's the funny part about it. It's like you come, you're not showboating. You come there, you say, "Oh, excuse me," let me get down. Excuse me. And someone's like, "Merab, you piece of shit." You're like, "Please stop. Please don't do it. You fucking suck." Last warning. Fuck you, Merab, you motherfucker. You run up there, and then if he's like, if he's like, "No, please don't," you're like, yeah, don't say anything. But if he gets up and like, you want to go, you're like, all right, you're just gonna fight. Is this out of respect of your pride and your manhood, or is it just like you're not gonna disrespect me, you know, when I'm in my presence?
Right, man. You know, so if you say something or if you do something, you have to have a respond on this, and you have to answer this. Whatever you do, you have to pay for it. You know, either you have to. You cannot just say things, and you cannot just people just not. You have to be respectful. If you're a man, whatever you say, you have to has a mean. So if I say something to you, Demetrious, I have to mean it. You know, I mean it. You know. Whatever. So, and then if I call you something bad, I mean. And then if you fight me, I'm ready for fight you. If I tell you something, I'm ready for fight you. But if I tell you something and you come back to fight me and I run, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a fucking bitch, right?
Yeah.
Then that's what I show him. He's a bitch, and he should at least he learn, and some other people.
Do you think this is part of your culture growing up?
Yes.
Right? Like, cause like in the hood where I grew up, like my boys, they didn't grow up in the hood. So they're playing football with some boys who grew up in the hood. They're like, damn, man, you fucking hands. You can't catch the ball. And my son's like, why are they talking to me like that? I'm like, oh, that's just hood talk, son. They don't mean it, right? And they're kind of friends, right? Like your friends, like let's say, like we're hanging out. I was like, Rob, you fucking suck. You're like, what did you say? Don't like, you know, it's like,
exactly.
Like, so I think where you're from, is there any of that type of talk?
Yes.
Or is it always from a stranger? If a stranger says something to you, it's like there's no tolerance there.
No, whole country we have rules. Like we have like street gangsters. We call Kurdi. So and we all know, and then we all country even if we policemen, we all know those rules. You know? Then there is certain things that you should not say, or if you say something, you have to ready for fight, or you have to ready for get beat up. You know, should not break this. It's more like moral and more like real man things, and so things like this. And I always follow. And I mean, as a man, you know, of course, I'm like I tell you, like if I disrespect somebody, I have to be ready for fight back. Or
because
I'm not gonna say just to say, like you know, like O'Malley now, he's like like when he saw this video that somebody call me the O'Malley's my dad, and I go, I ask him and then I catch him, whatever. And then now O'Malley say, oh, this guy can sue me, bro. I don't give a shit. But what kind of talk is this? Like a man, as a man, you should support men, not like somebody trolling somebody friend. Even this guy was your friend, but still this guy trolling us.
Yeah, he's basically being internet. He's being a bully, right? Like you're running your business,
right?
If somebody said, and I know in our American culture, it's like, oh, it's okay. He's just being funny. It's like not where I come from. You don't talk to me that way.
Right.
I didn't disrespect you. Don't disrespect me. If you disrespect me, you're gonna have fucking problems. Right. Yeah, I might get sued, but I don't care. Right. Georgian. Like, we don't play this game, right?
Exactly.
I respect it. I understand it, right? And I'm happy you put him in his place, because a lot of people need to be put in their place, because social media, Twitter, Instagram has made everybody, what's the word I'm looking for? Have the balls just to say whatever they want.
Right.
Oh, I can say what I want. You can't do anything to me. And it's like, well, I can actually, and I'm going to be reprimanded. I'm going to get in trouble. So, I mean, I understand where you come from, and I support your moral and your outlook on this whole situation.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, that's the thing, man. And like, yeah, that's it.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Make sure you guys go give my man Merab a follow on his social media. Make sure you tune in this fight as he takes on Sean O'Malley at UFC 306. What the fuck, man?
I hate to do this to DJ.
Say his last name?
I can't. Right now, we have a joke on our show that DJ is bad at pronouncing names.
Okay, I open my Instagram.
Hey,
read it.
Merab, don't fight me in my house, okay? I'm just going to let you know right now.
Tell me.
I'll do the best I can, baby.
Okay, should I show you my Instagram?
You have a V in your name.
Yeah.
So let me see it.
Okay. Just read it how.
Yeah.
Say it how you.
Merab Dvalishvili.
Close. So Merab Dvalishvili.
Oh,
Lishvili.
Lishvili.
Yes.
Lishvili. So Dvalishvili.
Yes.
Oh, Dvalishvili.
Yeah.
Dvalishvili.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I got it. But
say it again, bro.
Merab Dvalishvili.
Dual.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dual. Belish. Oh, you didn't know that? Oh, that's fucking funny.
How do you read again, please?
How I would read it is Dvalishvili.
Yes.
Yeah, but you just said Dual. So
Dvalishvili.
Dual Valish.
Same thing.
The V is a W.
Oh.
Dual. Dualishvili.
Yes.
Dualishvili.
Yes.
Yeah. See, in America, when I see the V, so Dvalishvili.
That's it.
Oh, okay. I'll say Dual. See,
Don't change it. So I think
I just call you Merab D.
Yeah, okay, you can. Okay, but I think European names or any other country's name, we don't change it. You say how you read it.
You read exactly. Like for me, I was at the airport and my name is Demetrious.
Yeah.
Somebody called me Demetrianus. And that's not how you said it, but I'm like, that's how she reads.
Yeah.
Right? Like when there's a place I live and they don't know how to pronounce it. They're like, is that Palaup? I'm like, no, it's Puyallup. Yeah. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, it's okay. It's just how you read the words. Right. So that motherfucker right there, that's you, Michael. So
we just write and read the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, fuck you, Michael. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great episode with our good friend Merab. Make sure you tune into this fight against Sean O'Malley at UFC 306 at the Sphere. Merab, once again, thank you for coming on the show, brother. I appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. God bless you and God bless you with beautiful family, man. Yeah, this is better than any belt. The kids like this.
Yes, and you'll have your own one day. I promise you will, if that's what you want.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, but like during the career, I think it's getting hard, man, to meet good girl who.
You got all this money. You got all these girls getting after you.
That's the thing. It's easy this way. This way it's easy.
It's easy to get the girls.
Yeah, but to have a one and who really supports you, who really loves you, who really wants to have a family. Yeah. And then who really, that's all she wants, focus and family and all you. Yeah. Or just family and protects you or helps you and be there with you. And
it's hard to find a good one, man. I know.
I'm very simple man, but when it comes to the wife material girls, I'm strict a little bit.
Well, once you get on that journey to find the right one, come back on this show. We'll give you some pointers and help you out because he's still trying to find his one too. So, I'll be here to help you. I promise.
Thank you.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
Welcome to another episode of the Mighty Recap, and then we are back. We just got done having Merab on the show. Always enjoy Merab. He's going to fight Sean O'Malley at UFC 306, the Sphere. The first thing that comes to mind is, I know it's going to be a very hard fight. It's going to be a very hard fight from Merab just because, I don't know, will it be hard? obviously the biggest thing is he's got to get past the void. He's got to get past the void. Yep, the void. Yep. Pick up your merch at shopmighty.com. Pick up the merch, the void merch, because we all know Sean O'Malley is very good about going lateral, quick feints, local weight, right hand, push kicks. He's already knocked out one of his teammates, Aljamain Sterling, who Aljo is the same length as Sean O'Malley, and he had a hard time getting to him. Granted, Merab is probably better at just forcing the fight and looking to wrestle, but that's still going to be something that Merab's going to have to deal with getting to Sean. And typically, me being a shorter fighter, as Merab's a little bit taller than me. He's like 5'5", 5'7". No,
he's like, no. I'm out. I think Aljo's 5'7", but yeah. So I'd say Merab's probably 5'5".
5'5".
It's like a giant for us. So
yeah, exactly. He's going to have a hard time getting to O'Malley, but once he figures that puzzle out, then that's where I think the fight's going to start. And I think him knowing that and realizing that, I think he's in a better mind space, headspace going into that fight against Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, and I know we talk a lot about sometimes fighters we're biased with and stuff like that, but for both of us, this is a very unique fight because we are friends with both fighters.
Yeah.
So it is like, I'm going to be honest, it's very weird for me. Just for people that don't know, I live in Phoenix, Arizona, go to Tim Welch's gym all the time. And then Merab is just like, Merab and Aljo are just the best dudes. Like, they're so awesome. We've spent a lot of time with them in this Vegas trip. So for us, this is just like, it is difficult. I'm excited, but it's just like, someone has to lose.
Yeah, it's difficult, but at the same time, we're all adults. We're all mature. Whether Merab wins or Sean O'Malley wins, it doesn't affect my outlook on them. That makes sense, right? Merab is amazing. He's cool. We've hung out outside of training. Sean O'Malley, he's cool. We've hung outside of training. We've done a lot of work. Not a lot of work. We've done some work together back in the day. May the best man win, right? That's how I view it. Like, if Merab wins, awesome. If Sean O'Malley wins, awesome. I just want to see a great fight, and I want nobody to suffer any catastrophic injuries in that fight, right? It might be more weird for you because I'll see Merab and Aljo more than I'll see Sean O'Malley because I don't live in Arizona, right? I'm always in Vegas. I'm always talking to Aljo outside of when I'm out of Vegas. I'll run into Merab again. So I always think if you approach it, it's like I picked against Cody to lose against Figueiredo. I saw him today. I was like, hey, man, what's going on? It's good to see you, right? And I already talked about this in a other podcast. Please, ladies and gentlemen, if I pick you to lose, please pick against me and hope I lose or get choked out in a tournament. It's just honest. Like, I'm just fucking 38. I'm not going to play this. Oh, well, you said I was going to lose. Da, da, da. No, I just... I made it best.
It doesn't mean you hate the guy that you're saying is losing. It's like if the Los Angeles Lakers are playing the Golden State Warriors and you're like, I think Steph Curry's gonna have 10 threes and win this game, and LeBron's like, hey, what the hell?
Fuck you. Yeah, it's like, it's just like Izzy versus Dricus du Plessis. Right, when I meet Dricus du Plessis, if I ever meet him or we ever have him on a podcast, I'm gonna say, dude, I thought these were gonna whoop your ass, but you have an interesting style about going. I just saw Uriah Faber. He grappled against Bibiano Fernandez, and I told Uriah, I was like, I thought Bibiano was gonna work you, dog. I was like, he was gonna whoop your ass. He goes, yeah, nah, he didn't. Nah. I have some series that I go through every day. I train 3 days a week, and we're totally cool. Nothing wrong at all. And I was being honest. Like, I'm not gonna be like, man, good job beating Bibiano Fernandez. You're so good. I was like, nah, I was shocked you actually beat him. I thought he was going to fucking kick your ass. He goes, nah, he didn't. Right? So I think that's always the best way to go about. Like, even for Merab or Sean O'Malley, it's going to be a hard fight for Merab just to get to him, right? And for Sean O'Malley, it's going to be a hard fight for him because he's got to keep Merab away. I think if you approach it with that honesty, where it's like, it's not going to be an easy fight for you, Merab, then you don't have to beat around the bush, right? And so I think Merab has always been respectful, and each time I've always said that about him fighting. Even when I told Aljo, it's going to be a hard fight for you to fight Sean O'Malley because you got to get to him, right? But I'm super excited. And one thing I want to talk about is like 10-fight win streak. 10-fight win streak in a fucking UFC, and he's now just getting a title shot. Granted, Aljo was the champion. He was never going to fight Aljo.
But that was funny what he said because he was making the point like, nah, UFC wasn't going to give me a title shot even if Aljo wasn't champ. That's what he was saying to you. So he didn't think it had anything to do with that.
You think so?
I agree with you. I think it more was just UFC knowing he would say no.
Yeah.
Because he's been so deserving. And then you go against Henry Cejudo, which Aljo, like very slim margins, beats Henry. And then Merab just dominates him. So it was deserved a long time ago, but I think he has a chip on his shoulder. There's no denying it. He's going against Sean O'Malley. We've seen the promotional support that he gets. And then we see, Merab, you have Dana White going nuts at him for having a little cut. Like, let's be honest. We know UFC would prefer Sean O'Malley in this Sphere card, this huge pay-per-view event. They probably want Sean O'Malley to win. So he has a huge chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And I think it is, I don't know what the odds are for the fight, but I think it is as unpredictable as it gets. Like, I really don't know who's going to win.
Like, when it's time to do final predictions, like, don't tell me to pick somebody. Like, I'm going to pick, like, if this person does X, Y, Z, he should win. If this person does this, X, Y, Z, he should win. So, depending on who's able to go out there and execute their game plan is going to win the fight. Because I truly feel that anything can fucking happen. Like, it's very rare, like, when Jamal Hill fought Alex Pereira, and he goes, I'm going to try and knock him out. Well, good luck with that. So, I think he's probably going to, I think Alex Pereira has more opportunity to beat Jamal Hill. But that one is going to be an interesting fight. But I think, I agree with you. It's way more deserving. 10-fight win streak. And here's the crazy thing. Who's after that? If he beats Sean O'Malley, who is Merab going to fight next? Because
it's going to be Umar.
I forgot about Umar.
Umar's going to be next in line.
And then he can fight Corey Sandhagen.
And I think I love the outlook of the bantamweight division. If Sean wins, and if he if he wins, he's fucking beat Merab. So I mean that's crazy. So then you have him beat Merab and then go against Umar. You have that almost Conor McGregor Habib flashbacks to it. Yeah. And then if Merab wins, you have two just complete badass wrestlers. That will be a really interesting matchup. So no, Umar, I'm pretty sure Dana said he's next. He's next no matter what. Okay. Which he deserves it.
Yeah, he's playing on the same thing. What? Yeah. 6-7 fight win streak, undefeated in his whole career and his UFC. So I think it was funny how you were talking like how you said it from your mouth that all these bookings are booked off WWE style, right? It's not booked off who is more deserving of a title shot in the divisions, right?
Yeah, and I think a balance of it is always good. I mean, we want the entertaining matchups, but you see Merab 10. Like, even you were like, wait a minute. Oh, so you're saying you have 10 wins in UFC, and it's no. I've won 10 fights
in a row
in UFC. That's
in a row.
That's to do that and not get a title shot's almost impossible.
60% of the people who make it to UFC don't even get 3 or 4 fight wins. Right? It's like I'm being very generous of that 60%.
Yeah.
Like if you take how many athletes have ever been in the UFC and you span it out of a career from 1993 all the way to 2024, how many of those fighters came in the UFC and actually did like 4 fights, 4 consecutive wins in a row, and that are still in the UFC, right? Like the guy who beat Islam Makhachev, he's not in the UFC anymore, right? And so you put that in a context. That's why I say 60%.
Yeah, and I guess I wanted to also just get your take on the Sphere show. It is this weekend. I will say, I mean, I don't want to always be the guy that just like throws cold water on these cards, but I think the draw is first of all the Sphere, and then it's also the main event. The card. I'm not even pulling it up right now, but it's just like not pretty, if I'm being honest.
We're almost done.
Yeah. But what do you think of just that event and that stage for Merab and Sean? Because
obviously, I think it's one of the biggest stages we're ever going to see in a very, very long time. Yeah, looking at this card, UFC 306, it's an interesting one. Obviously, I think the biggest draw is Sean O'Malley versus Merab. And then the co-main event, you have Valentina Shevchenko taking on Alexa. And then you have Diego Lopes taking on Brian Ortega.
Yeah. Yes. So there are. I mean,
there are some bangers on it.
Yeah, and I'm not going to totally shit on it, but for what's being built up as the biggest, combat sports event ever, it's not.
I don't think it's
the
biggest combat sport event ever. I think it's the biggest combat sport platform ever because there has never been an event put on in the Sphere, and just to put the event on in the Sphere, I think it was like $16 million.
Yeah. I think 16 million. I wasn't sure if that was we keep having the Demetrius' children come in and out.
They're fighting right now.
Yeah, for people who don't know, this isn't, as much as it looks like a tremendous like little TV studio almost, this is Demetrius' father's man cave. So
we turned into a fucking studio.
Yeah, which it looks tremendous, but no. So apologies for that.
So we had the kids. So I gave my daughter some Fanta. She had Fanta, which has caffeine, yellow 4 and red fucking 40 in it, which drives her crazy. And now they're over there fucking pestering her. And I'm like, guys, like, just take stuff away from her. She's 6 years old. But yeah, I think the card's great. I think it's a good platform for Merab to be able to showcase his skills. It'd be kind of interesting to see if it sells out there. And
yeah, I heard the tickets are like absolutely insane.
To buy them, yeah.
Yeah. So it's
going to be very rare, but it's a thing that you're going to have this monumental time where you can go to an event like that because it will never be in there. And I can't wait to watch it on the pay-per-view just to see how they execute it. Right? Like, are they going to use a Jumbotron and like show the actual fight, or is it just going to be like, what are they going to do?
And will it distract the fighters? Like, you know what I mean? Because I've never been to a Sphere show, but I will say the one, not to be negative about the Sphere, if you're a fan of the sport, you have to be. This is a proud moment, right? Like, this is a landmark achievement of what started out in. I believe 1994 is a very niche sport, has now got to the point where you're able to have an event at the Sphere of this magnitude. So I think it's a moment to celebrate, and anyone who's criticizing, Sean O'Malley and Merab aren't Mexican or something like that, I don't care about any of that because of course that'd be better, but I think it is a worthy main event is my biggest point. Like, that is a sick fight, one that fans have wanted for a long time. So I think it's worthy of a main event. Of the Sphere. Yeah, so let's we might as well just roll through this card a little bit. Sean versus Merab main event, and I know these odds are going to change, but it's pretty much a pick 'em. So, 50-50 odds right there. Co-main event, Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko trilogy, and that's also a pick 'em. So we got two really toss up main event, co-main event for those titles, and then Ortega Lopez is just a banger.
I'll be banger. As long as everybody stays healthy.
Yeah, that should be fight. That could be fight of the night easily. And then our boy Raul Rosas Jr., who we saw at the Performance Center, or not Performance Center, the Performance Institute. Mm-hmm. You met him for the first time. What are your thoughts about him? He has some. That's a guy I'd love to see you roll with, actually, just because and I know Aljo has a good amount of times, but seems like a really, really good grappler for, super young age.
Yeah, I think a lot of these guys are starting super young in mixed martial arts, where when I jumped in mixed martial arts, I was 18 years old, so I had a wrestling background, but I think the generation now is so much younger, and they're starting way, way younger. He's had, a couple fights in UFC. He got knocked out one time, but I think the sky's the limit with him. The biggest thing is he's just so young. So he's been fighting for not for a very long time, but he's just still young, right? So it's kind of hard to engage to see where his career is going to go in a stacked division. But other than that card is pretty solid. I think the Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko, I think it's going to come out who's going to execute the game plan. I think Shevchenko is way better on her feet. But Grasso beat her up on her feet. And I give the grappling advantage to Grasso.
Just a correction, I didn't think it was a knockout. He lost by decision, but
he did?
Raul Rosas, yeah. It was very one-sided, which is probably why you're thinking it was very one-sided versus Christian Rodriguez. But in his brief UFC career, he has four fights, is 3-1 with a couple submissions. So still only 19 years old.
He's 19 years old. 19. It's like you're 19. It's like. You give him 10 years, I'll be shocked if he's going to be in the UFC still.
Yeah, that's a lot of...
That's 10 years.
It'd almost be better if he was just training this whole time instead of taking the damage and all that stuff.
Yeah, so 10 years in his career in the UFC, whether he's winning or losing, that's a long time. Let's do 15 years. He'll be 19, 29. He'll be 33, 34. So he'll probably be retired by 15 years, I think. But we'll see. I don't really know him, but I'm sure he's... got a good camp around him, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
I mean, you look at Chiwi. It was funny when we walked in. I wasn't sure who was with him, but his team or whatever. But they were all wearing the Chiwi shirts. Yeah. But no, I mean, it did work out for Robbie Lawler, Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
So it is possible, and
of course,
and he has a obviously very grappling, super ridiculous at getting the back style. So maybe we're wrong, and he'll be there when he's like 40.
What weight class did he fight at?
Bantamweight.
So 135. Yeah. So he's gonna grow. So
I'll make sure I didn't get that wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's gonna grow. He's 19. So when he hits 25, if he doesn't stop his body from growing, he'll probably be at 145. And then that'll be a different division. So we'll see what happens. But
yeah, I mean, Nate Diaz got up to 170. So I feel like, his body will have to go up eventually.
And Nick and Robbie, they left the UFC and came back to the UFC. So they didn't fight at the highest level the whole entire career. Like Nick Diaz with the Strikeforce, he did other things, and he came back. He just got back to UFC. He was supposed to fight, Lucent. How do you say his last name?
Vicente Luque.
Vicente Luque. And then Robbie Lawler, he left the UFC, came back and fought. So we'll see. But I think, to wrap this up, I think Merab has always been amazing. I'm excited to see what he does. I always love his Instagram videos because he's always with fucking girls every single time. And Saba, he sent Saba home, so he's not going to be doing any more skits with fake Sean O'Malley. And yeah, I'm pumped to see that fight.
But that's why that's my little rant that we already talked about it off camera. I get the whole cut situation. Of course, he shouldn't have posted on Instagram. Fine.
Yeah.
But he would not be as popular as he is right now with all the social media. I don't care about. We already talked about it. 10 fights, wins in a row. Right? What did that get him? Nothing.
Yeah.
Like so I want him to keep posting these Sean O'Malley videos and all the girls. I don't want him to lose that for a second. I want Merab to continue having that, showing that side of his personality. And so I didn't love the Dana White calling him what did he say? Was it dumb? I think he said he was dumb. I can't believe how dumb our fighters are. I don't agree. When I look at it it's easy for me as the content creator, but I'm like, this guy is smart. He knows how to promote a fight. He knows how to make it interesting. So let's keep getting the fake Seans, the pretty girls.
You're like, where can I get one of those videos with one of the girls? I want to help you. I want to help you carry some of that booty and all that good stuff. I agree with you. I don't think he was dumb. I don't think he was stupid when he did it. He's like, hey, what does it look like? Oh, I'm on Instagram. Oh, let me go Instagram live and see what happens. And then it's just sort of happened that everybody and their mom tuned into the show. And Dana White didn't really like it, but
because they're main eventing the Sphere, it's kind of a big deal. I think he's like such a humble dude that it hasn't got in his head yet of the magnitude of this event,
or the magnitude of how people really enjoy him, right? Like people really enjoy him as a person, as a fighter, as a spokesperson, or what you want to call it. People just enjoy him, and I'm one of them. And I hope he keeps on with the skits on Instagram and Instagram Live. But I don't agree with Dana White saying he was stupid and he's dumb, because like he said, it's a cut. It's going to happen. Right, it's gonna happen, and yes, Sean could try to target his eye, but Sean still got to hit him.
Aren't you always trying to do that anyways?
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not a fighter, but it's like, aren't you trying to punch him in the face anyway and trying to not be punched? So
yeah, that's in the game. Hit somebody and not to be hit, and it's gonna be hard for Sean to hit him. It's also gonna be hard for Merab to get there. So I can't wait to see it. Yes, Tannen. No, wait. Fuck.
I know, and thank you to First Form. Marab took a sip and was like,
"It's delicious." He goes,
"No, yeah,
it's
I do love this blue raspberry flavor." So, thank you, First Form, sponsoring the pod. But no, I'd say other than that, just good luck to Sean and Merab.
Yep.
Looking forward to it, and no, I think it's gonna be. I can't wait to see that fight.
Yeah, it's going to be sick. At the Sphere, to see how they do it, like Dana said, we're going to start with the beginning of Mexican fighting, and then we're going to end with the future of Mexican. I was like, they're not Mexican, Sean. And so Georgian versus American.
I think it's Irish, American. So
Irish American, yeah. So, boys, if you guys enjoyed this episode of the Mighty Recap, please leave a like, subscribe, but also hit the bell to know when we go live, and let me know in the comment below what skit that Merab has done has been your favorite. I am your host, Mitch Johnson. That's my co-host, Michael Wandover. As always, we'll see you guys at the next episode of the MIGHTYcast.
Merab Dvalishvili. Say it one more time.
Merab Dvalishvili.
That was not Dvalishvili.
Dvalishvili.
Whatever, good.
I'm gonna fucking choke you. You hear me? Phone's on silent, please. You see this?
Wow.
I did this for you. I want, you're so passionate about your country, the colors, you rock it. So I wanted to, make this the red, white, red for you and your country.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Thanks.
I'm glad you can make it on time.
It's only 30 minutes late, right?
We said 2:30, boys? 2:30?
Oh, it's like,
Yeah, but it's okay. We were scheduled for a certain time. It's all good. It's all good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the MIGHTYcast. And we're joined by the one and only Merab Debalishvili, the machine. Merab, thank you so much for your time to join us on another amazing episode of the MIGHTYcast. How you doing today?
thank you so much for having me again. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm tired.
Really?
I'm tired after doing the mixed martial arts training and the jiu-jitsu. I'm exhausted. Are you exhausted? You look exhausted.
Actually, yeah, this morning I was a little beat up, but when I go sparring, I looked good. I did good. Sometimes, when you're tired, you don't feel like go gym, but when you go, you have a best day. So
now, the biggest thing each time you fight is everybody is so impressed with your gas tank, right? Your gas tank. I tell people that you have a certain style that you're able to beat everybody with. You come in and you set a pace, you don't stop, and everybody's fascinated by it. But after training with you, it feels like you have one button and it's just go. It's just go.
Yes.
Do you train on purpose to have that? Like when we're drilling, you're like, I just want to go. I just want live simulations. I want to go. Is there a reason why you like to stick to just live simulations instead of doing the drilling?
Yeah, last couple years, I'm just focused more like go like live. I like more. Like I wanted to figure it out myself with the partner, and then a real situation. Sometimes put myself in bad position to get out of this bad position. So if I'm on top, just like close to like a real situation, like realistic. I like more realistic positions, realistic for the fights. Something like this. Yeah, I'm not drilling much the last couple of years. And because when I drill, I don't look like clean. I don't like myself. But when it's live, then it's more. I look more. It's realistic. But when you drill, you have to be very technical. Like you know what I'm saying. And I'm not really.
But you are technical. When we're going, the way you were sweeping, the way you passed my guard, you got me in a neck crank, the body lock. Like it is technical. Do you think all the years of you training prior to, because you have a sambo background, correct?
Yeah, judo and sambo.
Sambo. How long did you do those two sports?
From 2003 to 2010.
So pretty much almost 2003, that's 20 years. And then 2010, that's about 15 years. So you have, my math's correct, right? You said 2003, yeah?
2003, yes.
Yeah.
But 2003 to 2007, I was 7 years in judo and sambo. And then since 2010, I started MMA.
Yeah, but you think about it, if you started in 2003, you're still doing judo technically, right? Like you drilled all the way to this point.
But let me tell you one thing. So like, even my background is judo, I will say, I have some moves from judo, but I try to change it. And then lots of technique from judo, not good for MMA. I will say the best wrestling for MMA is folk style wrestling, like college wrestling, I will say. And then I'm trying to not do too much judo here. It's of course good, but judo, sometimes when you take down somebody, you let go or you give them back, and then, which is not good.
Gotcha. But all those years of you training, and you're now still training at a high level 2025, you're almost like, I don't want to do the drilling anymore. Is that where you think it comes from for so many years of just competing and drilling and doing different sports. Now you're at a point where it's like, I know what I need to do. I just want to be live simulation to keep it fresh and keep it fun.
I think it's a little bit different. Like, okay. So when I start judo, of course, you have to keep drilling same technique.
Yes.
And then with the gi, and it's good for judo. But, and then I transfer to MMA, but those techniques or whatever I was using, it's not good, and I have to change now to MMA. Use what's best for MMA from judo, and then beginning when I started MMA, yes, I was drilling some technique, but like later, last couple years, I'm not even drilling because most of the drill techniques that sometimes coach telling us or something. This doesn't work for me. I do my own way. I drill maybe, but my own way. Like maybe like heavy punch and shoot, or just pake and shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't.
You adapt it to your skill set.
Yes.
You adapt it to like what works well for your body.
Yes.
Gotcha. Well, it seems to work because you keep on beating everybody's ass.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your rematch with Sean. First off, I'm gonna go back. You remember the first time I asked to train with you and you said no?
Yes.
Why'd you say that?
That was a little bit joke, little bit like like you asked me to training, and then like so for example, Arjan is telling he only trainings when he's feels good, right?
Yep.
But when he feels good and he wants to win every training session. So, and then I mean, we all know you good, you beast, and then you ask me to training with me, and you maybe can beat me in a training room, and then you gonna, before you was talking highly about me, and then maybe after you training with me, you're not gonna talk about highly me. Like, like in training room, like maybe we all lose and stuff like this, and then I'm like, keep it that way, respectfully, like like I don't wanna but now the ones, of course, when it comes to time that you came to the gym, of course I will I mean, that was my honor to training with you, but now your intention wasn't winning rounds. Your intention was to just get good rounds, just respectful rounds, and that's very good. Even if you beat me, of course, I mean, if I lost some rounds, like if you make me tap out with some submission, that's no problem, of course.
I think you made me tap out maybe 5 or 6 times last night.
No, but yeah, so that was a kind of joke with you. So I don't want to train with you because. And you in the training, of course we're never gonna fight, but in training you're gonna maybe beat me, and then you're gonna say, "Oh, this guy not that good."
So, see, that's a problem in MMA. I feel is that, even like I've never gone with somebody and said, "Man, they suck. They're not that good," right? Because I feel that's why I like going with random people like you, and I'm like, I see you fight and I see how strong you are. Everybody talks about, wow, Merab is strong. He is strong. When you fight Sean's like, he's a motherfucker. He grabbed me and I've never been grabbed like that before. I want to experience that, right? And so when we grappled and you jumped my guard and you put me in that neck crank, I was like, I feel like my rib is about to explode. Like, so that's what for me, that's where I'm like, I want to experience that, right? And that's why I think in MMA, people try to win rounds, right? Like if you win a round off of, just being respectful, I think that's good, right? I think it's okay that people are better than me, or you go with people who are better than you, right? I think when people are like, oh, I went against this guy, he's not that good, blah, 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 blah. I think that's where it kind of ruins training, cross training with people, and obviously the potential of who you're going to fight next, right?
So actually 2020, when I first moved here in Vegas and start training here, I go one of the gym, I'm not going to say name, and I was training there, and I guess the one guy who was in my weight class, he saw me. I'm not like I don't look like a very technical when we do drilling, like striking drilling, and even jiu-jitsu rounds, I lose positions. Like that time, from there I grow up a lot, but in training, you just want to training. You don't try to win, right?
Yep.
And anyway, so I was losing some positions. I don't look good, like whatever. And then that guy, the one guy from this gym, my weight class, he pushed to fight me. And then I said, okay, let's fight.
Hand, fight in the gym or fight in like the UFC?
In UFC.
Oh, okay. Go on.
Yeah. And then I guess I fought his teammate short notice. And then I beat him, like I take him down so many times. I beat him. And then I training the guy who I beat, I training with him too. And then in training, in grappling, he was on top of me. He was winning. And I guess he said, he make excuse. That fight was short notice, but now I'm better than Merab. I wish I can fight again. And then I'm sure that he tell his teammate, you can beat Merab. And then, so this guy who was in my weight class, UFC make us fight to each other. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I was like okay, if you beat me. It's a fight, whatever. Yeah. But I'm gonna do my best. And
of course.
And I just go. I beat this guy, unanimous decision. But so that's why after that, I'm very
cautious of who you're going to go with.
Yes, because I don't want to be uncomfortable, I don't want to be uncomfortable. Yeah. Even I love Pachimix, and before he was
that's right.
Yeah,
yes.
He was in Bellator. We have so many rounds, no problem. But now
he's in the UFC.
He's in the UFC, and before he was gonna make debut, he said no problem, I'll fight Merab. And then me, I have no problem. I'll fight whatever. But I think now things change from his. I think I'm not sure, but me, if we have to fight, we will fight, no problem. But feels a little bit weird now. We're training together.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying.
That's the one thing I've always loved about you and Aljo. Right? Even though you guys are both successful in your own division and own career, but the brotherhood you guys have is something to be studied, something to be put on a pedestal. Because think about it, right? In the sport of mixed martial arts, it's always about the athlete, right? You train in a room with Patchy Mix, you have Cody Steele there, you have a lot of guys that you're not going to fight Cody Steele. There's a lot of guys you could potentially fight. Where you and Aljo, you guys could have potentially fight. When he was at 135, you were there. You're like, nah, this is your time to shine. And then now he left 140. Now it's your time to shine. I'll never forget. There's a picture of when you won, and Aljo's sitting there looking at you like, that's my boy. Why? How come it can't? It's just fascinating that now that Patchy Mix, you guys still train. Now he's in the division. There's always gonna be that awkward vibe because he wants what you have. He wants to become the champion. Do you guys still continue to train in the same room, or have you guys separated yourselves?
No, I never separated. If he asked me to train, I still training, but I'm telling you, a little bit feels weird, now since he's UFC, it's a little bit weird because in training, he submit me, and he make me tap out. Yeah. And then I'm a champion. I'm sure he thinks, this guy's champion, and in gym I'm beating him.
Yeah, I think we both can agree. Training and fighting are two different things, right? I've trained with guys who are killers in the gym. Then when the lights come on, they are a different person, right? It's just the truth.
I agree.
Right? If you're training in the gym, you might not look as clean. I remember people would say, I had a guy who I trained with, he trained with the Korean Zombie, and he said, when we used to train a Korean top team in Korea, he would get his butt whooped in the gym. But then when he would fight, everybody was like, where's that guy? We don't see that guy in the octagon in the gym. Especially when you have 8 weeks to focus on one person. Winning around here and there is totally different. When you have to lock in on somebody for 8 weeks, you're watching video, you're drilling, you're doing everything. It's a totally different night and day. You might submit somebody in the gym. Are you trying? Are you just relaxing? Are you going for the rolls? Or it's okay, you really want to fight? This is what you're going to get, right?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. What's going on, guys? This episode of the Mighty Journey is sponsored by Orb Sports Mouthguard. I love this because it's the best way to track what's going on in my workout. When you order your Orb Sports Mouthguard, they're going to send you an impression kit. That way you can take different molds of your bite and you'll send it to the factory. You'll tell them which one you want to choose and they'll send it back to you, and then you get this bad boy in this. You get this bad boy when you need to charge it, you put it in your case, charged by a micro USB, pull it out, lock the mouthpiece in, sync your workout in. This way it gives me an idea of what's going on with my heart rate when I'm training, whether it's doing mixed martial arts, if it's grappling, basketball, football, you can do everything with a mouthpiece. And you guys can start tracking your data like a champion. All you gotta do is go to orbsports.com/mighty, and that's gonna be the right place where you can purchase one of these sick mouthpiece. Shout out to Orb Sports Mouthguard for sponsoring this video. Now, let us get back to the content. How is it when you're training in a room full of, so first I'm gonna talk about your coach. How long have you been with this coach for?
So first I came here in Las Vegas.
Yep.
It was 2020 during the COVID. And I was just training cross trainings, and sometimes go back New York, and Aljo was training New York, and I was with him and back and forth. And I was going the syndicate a couple of times a week, but I was not working specific with this coach, like John Wood, but I started training with him before before Peter Yan's fight. I think that Peter Yan's fight, that's where so Peter Yan, Henry Cejudo. Peter Yan, Henry Cejudo, and Sean O'Malley, Sean O'Malley.
Okay.
Yes.
And it seems like when he was drilling and teaching the class, he kind of gave off a vibe like, hey, this is what I want you to do, but I also want you to make it your own, which I feel like you guys vibe very well together. Like, talk to me about the relationship you guys have when it comes to getting ready for a fight. Like, it almost seems like he gives you the keys to drive and he's a co-pilot.
Right. So he don't want to change you much. He just wanna make you better with what you have, what style you have, which is, I like it because, I have my own style now. I know how I fight. Before maybe, I was making a lot of mistakes, but now I know where I'm good at, and what, So, and then he actually, he wants to be just me, but he just wanna give me more confidence, added more tools on my game, and just get me better in my style. So, and then it works very good. He's just he's he's not trying to change any fighter. Same thing for me, and it works very good. And he has a lot of experience, like a grappling exchange or wall attack or defend, or how to get up, how to take down, how to control, even striking, and which is works good. And then I'm getting better and better. I know you was also working construction too, but me, when I moved United States, a couple months later I started working construction, and I was working all day, and I was able to training after work only, and I was not getting a lot of good training. So, and now I'm not working like last 5 years, and then this time I'm getting so much better and better. So,
well, I feel now.
Sorry, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
How long you was working construction?
Oh man.
Wow.
I work construction from, I think, 2 to 3 years. I was building buildings. I actually took my dad to one of the buildings when my father-in-law had he had a heart surgery, and we're in the building, and we looked out of his window, and that was the building that I built. But yeah, it was a good time because it's hard work, like nothing beats construction, building scaffolding, making mud, bringing the mud to the bricklayers, bringing them bricks. There's nothing like hard labor, right?
It's physical work, go.
Yes.
I think statistic, like
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
String and everything.
Well, I feel that's And I feel when you come from that background, it makes you humble, right? Like I feel ever since you got into the UFC, fans have loved your personality. They love your skits. Now I feel like I just saw the recent skit you posted where you have the bandana and you're fighting Henry, Jose Aldo. Like I feel coming from a background like that, it keeps you humble and it keeps you focused.
Yeah.
Right? Like we do have to talk about why you always late. Why is that? I mean, first off, remember this.
Yeah.
When you have a date, are you late or are you on time?
Late.
You're late even on the dates?
Because I try to be on time, and then when you try to be on time, and then times come, I'm starting getting ready. Yeah.
What is it? Just I have a hard time staying on time, or just like
No, like I don't know. It's me now. It's so much going on in my phone. It's hard to leave my house. Hard to get off from comfort zone. And once I move on, then get ready, wash my face, or put my clothes together and go car, and you know what I'm saying, like stuff like this. It takes time, you know. And then before I used to like get place early, but then I have to wait there.
Oh, I see.
And then after I try to get on time, and then this on time later is getting late and late.
I thought it was like, I should be on time super early. Then I'm waiting. Then I showed up on time. Then it wasn't there. Now I just show up fucking late. And then hopefully we start on time, essentially.
Yeah, but it's America, so it's okay.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, even though when you do show up late, you're fully locked in, you're there in the moment. I just find it's kind of hilarious a little bit because I'm like, bro, I'll be here on time. You're like, I will be there. I promise. 15 minutes later, it's like, I've just left the house. I'll be there soon. Hey, you know what? You show up, you're here, and we appreciate you. I want to circle back. Your success recently in the UFC. Let's talk about that rematch with Zhan, right? The first fight was a great fight. You put that gas tank on him. You put that pace on him. The second fight, it was almost a continuation of that first fight, right? Talk to me about like how are you able to implement that game plan of just staying on somebody? You make it a fight, right? Like your coach said, mixed martial arts isn't meant to be pretty. It's meant to be like a scrap.
Right. So first fight against Sean O'Malley, I have a plan to not give what he wants, which he wants to me go close, and he wants to punch me, knock me down, right, drop me, and I know he was gonna run to not let me shoot him, and I was very game, you know. I was just going in and out, and then waiting one moment to find a moment to me shoot, take him down, and then I find that those. So I was either far away or
all the way in.
Yeah, all in. And then once I shoot in and I take him down, and he was waiting, and I was waiting too. You move, I either punch or I attack submission. And anyway, so the first fight was totally different. And then also another thing is, we know there is so many good fighters. They get opportunity to fight for the belt, but they lost. And then I don't wanna miss this opportunity. You know, I wanna win the belt. I don't care if I look pretty or whatever. I wanna just beat. You know, it's a sport. And then I beat him, win the belt, and then now second time I was already champion. Now I don't have nothing to. No, I'm already champion. Then now I'm fighting free. You know, like more. And then second time I was just like. My game, you know, like now I was chasing him, looking for takedown, looking for opening, even strike, and I was just pressuring, take him down, and third round when I take him down, he was trying to escape, and I was just blocking, keep him down, body head, and I in a little by little I felt his energy was going down, and I even tell him, I'm sorry I break you, bro. And
you said that to him? In the fight?
Yeah.
Did you say it in English? You say it in
I say English, and he said, what do you say? He said, and I said, I'm sorry I break you. You know, I did say I'm sorry, but I broke you. I said I break you, and then I don't know. He said little bit something I don't hear, and then I was just keep doing my thing. And then actually end of the second round, I try the same submission what I did and the round, but
the camera turned. Like a lot of people didn't realize it. Like when you hit the submission and it's in the second round, the camera turned, so nobody really saw it. I saw it and I was like, he almost had that locked up.
Right. But what happened was when I go, and the same time I hear the bell, 10 seconds. And then I let go because I'm like, I don't want to make him think about I'm going to attack I don't want to squeeze. And as soon as I touch, I'm like, okay, because it's 10 seconds doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And then I find the same moment, end of the third round. I looked at the clock. It was more than 30 seconds left. I said, it's enough time. And then that's where I go for it, you know?
Where does the IQ come from? I feel like a fighter hits a point in time in their career. For example, for me, it was after I got knocked out by Adriano, meaning like I'm able to like, okay, we're here. Okay, we're here. I'm in. When did that time come for you where you're like, oh, it's 10 seconds, not worth it? You come again, oh, it's time. Like when you start, I call it the mind, body, head connection. Like your mind is here, you're not blacking out when you fight. When did you reach that level?
So first eye-opening was after second fight in UFC when I fought Ricky Simon. So I was chasing him, take him down. I was jumping his back and losing position. Fight was fight of the night, good fight. And then I was winning fight. And then I looked at the clock, 1 minute left, and then Ricky finally started backing up. Like he go backward. Finally breaking, but I was winning fight. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take him down again and finish on top. And I shoot. We both land on my forehead. I got knocked down. My neck, like pinched nerve, got fucked up. And he almost choked me, almost killed me. I on top. I made the bell. And of course, like this, I think side referee was Margada. He jumped in and he gave Ricky. Anyway, after that, like I realized I just want to win. Yeah, I'm a good fighter, but if I lose like these fights, even fight of the night, UFC will kick me. And then next fight, even I was better than my opponent, I take him down and stay on top whole time. Just give him big hug, punch, win this fight. Next fight, undefeated guy. Same thing, I was trying to take him down, whatever. And then also I was still not like I still don't have like my game. I was fighting whatever fight was taking, you know? If fight hits the floor, I mean my goal was to take people down but so and then second time when my mind opened also, when I was fight against Marlon Moraes, I'm like, I should not take him down. In my head, I'm thinking, I don't want to take him down because Marlon Moraes is a black belt jiu-jitsu. And, I don't want him hit me triangle, armbar, leg lock. He's a black belt jiu-jitsu. I'm like, I'm going to stay straight. I'm going to stay straight. And then he cracked me and he almost knocked me out. And then after I take him down and I finish on top. So I'm like, and then after that, I also realized, like, you know, like it's...
So multiple eye-opening experiences that got you to that level. Because hearing you talk about that Sean fight, you're like, 10 seconds left, I'll back off. Then you're like, are you looking at the clock? Oh, there's more than 30 seconds? Okay, that's enough time to finish. I feel athletes hit it at certain point of times in their career, and I wanted to know when you hit it. So that's kind of crazy that you hit it, that eye-opening experience multiple times in your career. Now, you get the finish of Sean O'Malley. You and your team celebrate. What is it like now being the champion after we talk about the guys you beat. Henry Cejudo, double champion. Jose Aldo was a champion at 145, legend of the sport. Peter Yan was a champion. Sean O'Malley, a champion. The amount of champions you have beaten in your division, now, you're the king, you're the number one guy. What's it like being, where you're at now with the stardom, the fame, as a champion in the UFC?
So I always look forward, this is already past. And then, what, like you said, like whatever I learned from these fights, I'm trying to remember and I'm trying to use for my next fight. But I'm not trying to proud of this, or, I'm not trying to be cocky or something, because as you know, like every next fight is my next goal,
Yep.
Now I'm fighting against Corey Sandhagen, and the Corey Sandhagen is in my head, in my mind, and how I treat him is better than those guys, you know, because Corey Sandhagen has a different style. He's changed stance. He has a ply knee. He attacks leg locks, and he has a good cardio, and he escaping situation. And so now, I'm just training for my next fight, and I wanna be better version of myself, So, and then I'm just trying to get better, and then and I enjoy this process. I need this. This is good motivation for me.
Absolutely.
I need this drive. And I love it. And like like I said, like once I done my fight, and I'm trying to focus next goal. Next fight. And
remember last night after you got done training, you're like, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Where does the hunger come from? I mean,
yeah.
You've defended the belt. You're on what, 10, 11 fight, 12 fight win streak. I can't.
13.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen.
13.
13 fight win streak. How are you still hungry?
Bro,
I mean, the reason why I ask that is you've beaten everybody. You're still hungry. Is there a goal that you're trying to reach? Is it financially? Is it, I want to get to a point where it's like, I don't ever have to fight again? For me, what kept me hungry was financially. Once I reach a financial part in my life, I'm like, okay, you got to answer that?
No, I checked what day was this. Today is September 3. And then
September 9th today.
September 9th. So, to answer your question, so 1 year ago, I was not champion. And so, before you come champion, you make small money.
Yes, absolutely.
It's just, and it's okay, but you can't, might financially guarantee good life,
Yeah.
Right. And then, so I came champion, I make okay money, and then defend the belt, make better money, and then defend the belt, I make better money, of course. Now I'm fighting for good money again, and now I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like financially, I know also I'm a champion, and also it's of course once you champion, a lot of make your value, a lot of opportunities, business. I'm like now. Before I was worried exactly financially, I was not. And I was not relaxed, Of course, I was not fighting for the money. I love fighting,
of course.
But now I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, if any fight done fighting today, I'm good. I think in my life, my wife and my kids will be okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So, but my motivation is not money. My motivation is every time I fight in UFC, it's title or not title fight. It's huge for my country. It's big deal as a small country, Georgia, to Georgian guy fighting in UFC, and to win UFC every fight. And then what I realized is this is the best what I can do. You know what I'm saying? I can do many other than I think family, have a kids.
Yeah.
Other than this is the best what I can do. I'm trying to open gym, like donation gym in Georgia. It takes a lot of time, and it's hard to trust people, and it's hard to find the good people who you can give money and help them, or even coaches. So it's hard. Like find the good people.
Well, let's talk about that. That's something I want to talk about. That's one thing I will say Americans don't get to experience. Meaning, like, I win a world championship. I go home to Seattle. There's no parade. There's nothing. There's like, good job, right? When a Brazilian wins the belt, when Charles Oliveira wins the belt, he goes home Brazil, big parade. When you win the belt, when Ilia Topuria wins the belt, you guys go home to Georgia. What does that feel like? Because Aljo's won the belt. There was no parade. Who else an American? Dominic Cruz wins the belt. There's no parade. What does that feel like to be celebrated by your country?
So I'm gonna talk about from my experience.
Your experience.
How it is first when I was kid, you know, when I see some Georgian wrestler go win the Olympic medal, and then he come home and he's hero, and then all his life that all the builders giving houses, or the you know saying if he wants he can come president if he wants, you know, you know saying like the name and respect and love and stuff like this. We you know so and then that's why I wanted to be like, not because of I want power or I want like money or something, but you know it's just that's where we get motivation from. Like, you know, you see the like athletes, they win, let's say, European championship or world championship, and you're just proud of them, and then you want to be one of these guys. And then so that's why I start sport. I just want when I start sport to represent my country outside of my country. You know what I'm saying? But even if I represent my country, one of the European country, like any tournament, you know, I will be, that was my goal.
Yeah.
But now I ended up came US. Now I'm fighting UFC, biggest organization, and all my country watching. When I say all my country,
they're all watching. All
watching, all waking. Doesn't matter people watching you, they don't care.
Yeah.
They just care somebody Georgian has a competition in US, in different country. And this is like, it's worldwide, you know what I'm saying? This is, and then they are proud, you know what I'm saying? They are proud, they are happy, even maybe more happy for you than they are themselves, you know what I'm saying? So, and then when I go home, then I'm getting heroes welcome, man. This is huge, crazy, like. And then you're right, like I feel bad for all the US athletes, you know. you guys don't get this, you know. You don't get this support.
It's crazy because when you did go back, I followed your vlog, and you being embraced by your people, right, and how you represent your country. It's amazing. It's inspiring. I hope one day Americans can get to that point where it's like, if we have an American champion, you know, fighting in America, hopefully, you know, we can celebrate them as they celebrate you, right? Because I can see when you go out there, you're proud to represent your country, and your country is proud to have you represent them. Even when you fight Ilia Topuria, another countryman, he's supporting you, and then when he fights, you're supporting him. There is no like, I can beat him or I can take. It's like, how? Yeah, it's amazing. But talking about, I want to move for that. You supporting Ilia Topuria and how he supports you. Like, is that because you guys are both from the same country, or is it both that you guys respect each other as mixed martial artists?
Like, now we are friends, and of course I love him and I love his family, and of course, like, you know, I know all his mom, his father, his brother, his kid, his wife, you know, and newborn baby, and of course I love them. And I know his sisters, and you know,
damn, you know the whole family.
The whole family, yeah. And I'm planning to like meet his grandfather and mother by. I'm gonna finally make this happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like more now family, but before. So I was you already UFC fighter like since 2017, and when I saw Ilia, he was coming up like, and then, you know, as a Georgian, I was showing my support. Even I was UFC fighter, but when they asked me who will be next for UFC, and I said Ilia, and I said other guys, you know, saying that for Ilia, that was, you know, it's because, it's like it's catchy, it's patriotism, it's a
patriotism.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have this, you know what I'm saying? Now we are friends, it's different, but we also, like, let's say now our basketball team, we beat French. And France, right?
France, yeah.
We beat them, and of course I shared all the stuff because I'm pro.
Because you're elevating the country, you're elevating the people from your countrymen.
Because we are a small country, and we are very proud. If one Georgian do it, it's victory for it's our family. It's like our, you know, saying it's proud, you know, because you represent your country, and then and then we have, it's like, it's just you proud, you know.
Yeah.
But I understand also in America why it's different, because America is very big.
Yeah.
And then like,
But I still think that we could use a little bit, a lot of that, right? Where we elevate each other. We're not always trying to put down the other countrymen, I guess you could say. That's one thing that I always find admirable about, you know, athletes from different countries, even, you know, Russia or anywhere in Europe. If it's a small country, they win a gold medal. You win a gold medal and you're from Europe, you're going to celebrate what you want. We need Mercedes-Benz, we're giving you a car. In America, you want a gold medal? $15,000. Make sure you pay your taxes, okay? Make sure you do that.
Yeah.
And you just spoke a little bit
Can
about.
I add about don't forget what you want to say. Oh fuck, I forgot.
Well, you were talking about how you're donating to a gym. Like are you trying to build a gym in Georgia?
Yes.
So talk about that.
I'm either trying to build the gym, but it's taking time. I don't want to waste time.
Yep.
You know, when you building gym, you know, like construction and whatever, it takes a lot of time. But or either buy building or rent building, and so that's my goal, to have a, like, there is couple small gyms in Georgia, but I want to have a big gym, like kind of like a UFC PI, and to me pay coaches, me set up like training schedules, and everybody get good training, and then everybody get good sparring, and then so I want to have at least 1 cage or 2 cages there, because they're sparring, but they're sparring open rounds, and that is not real look, you know. I want to them sparring in the cage. There is couple cages, but some cages are small, some cages are like you know, sticking out, some like dangerous cages, you know what I'm saying? I want to have a like high quality training, and then also what's important is training against the wall with, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So then like I have my, and I want to, so then like, I'm doing good, Ilia's doing good, and some other UFC fighters doing good, but I want to the Georgian fighters who are like next generations, I want to they training high level in Georgia, and they don't have to leave country.
Come here to America to get high level training.
Yes.
Now, do you want to retire over in Georgia, or do you want to stay in the States? I mean, this is a long time away, but if I'm hearing you correctly, you want to be able to build a facility where the next generation of your countrymen have the state-of-the-art facility like the UFC PI, where you can kind of help lay the path for have good training, so one day they can have not easier access, but good training, so when they do come to America to compete, they're like, I'm prepared for this.
That's the goal, like you said. Like they want them training their high level, and when they come here, just they could be 100% ready. It could be jiu-jitsu or against the wall or anything, because the Georgians, we have good wrestling, we have a good striking too, we have a big heart, genetic, we are strong people, and strong mindset, everything. But it's MMA, it's so many, you know, you have to put together, you know, things, you know, some guys, they have good striking, they don't have good jiu-jitsu, and they have jiu-jitsu, they don't have striking, so I want to let them training good high level. So me, I want to spend time in Georgia and US, you know, and so Georgia, I love going Georgia, it's my country, my home, of course, but like at this point, it's, you know, everybody knows me, you know, even a salesman or even the person who's housekeeping in a hotel. You know, everybody.
You're a household name here in America.
Yeah.
Even the gentleman who runs the studio, I said, he was like, who's the next guest? I was like, it's Merab. He goes, I just saw Merab at the grocery stores, man. He's amazing. So you're a household name, and that's why I asked that question, like, what's it like now being a champion, a household name? Because even though you're whooping everybody in the UFC, people didn't give you the respect that you deserve. But now, after you keep on beating everybody, it's not even close. Okay, it's you just whooping everybody with that style, and that's why they call you the machine.
But like, no, what I was saying is, so in Georgia, it's too much
fame,
too much. But here, see, here I have less. I'm living here humble. Yes, the grocery. He say I go Walmart. I go whatever I want. And
but in Georgia, you walk out the street like Merab, how are you? Can I get you? So you can't go anywhere in
right. I love it, but it's I cannot do anything in Georgia. Here at least I can. I'm living here humble. You know.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Even some people they just say hey, say hi, or just take a respectfully take a picture. And But then most people, of course, they don't know me. At least people, young people who watch fights or stuff, they know me. But you know whatever. Anyway, so that's why I was trying to say I love Georgia, but I will be back and forth. You know.
Gotcha.
But like eventually, like maybe when I will be old, of course.
You were like, oh, you used to be good. Don't worry about it. Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah. Before I forget, the producer Michael wants to know, how are the Georgian women?
Georgian woman.
He wants to know. He wanted me to ask you.
Bro, the Georgian woman.
All right, we'll cut that out.
No, good woman, good wife.
Okay.
But problem is, I mean, I'm looking for Georgian woman to marry, right? Mm-hmm. But problem is the all Georgian women who come in United States, they all married with Americans. They all married. Come on, Georgian woman, don't marry with your guy. Don't marry with this guy.
Well, you know, we can put a calling card out there for you, all Georgian women who listen to this, who are single. Hopefully they can reach out to you. And you got to show up on time on the date, though. You have to show up on time.
No, I need to. Woman who will understand I'm a little bit late. Who will understand me? Do you understand?
Yeah.
She must understand me. Then
it can work.
They can work.
Let's get back on track. You know, let's get back on track. He just wanted
me. Got me, man.
He literally said, "Oh man, all the Georgian women, I hear how gorgeous they are and all that stuff. I gotta ask Merab what do you think." So that's where that came from. But let's get back on track.
Okay, what kind of wife are you looking for?
What type of woman you looking for, Michael? Don't act deaf now.
I mean, listen. I love all the women.
Of course,
I love all women.
Yeah.
Respect everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about wife.
A wife, yeah. We want to settle down with.
Girlfriend, no problem. You know, girlfriend, you know, that's, you know, my girlfriend can be any woman.
Yeah.
But when we talk about wife, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what type of woman you looking for, Michael?
Well, you can hit up the IG at M Watson. But I think I got it. Let's do a mighty journey in Georgia, and then you introduce me to some Georgian women.
No, I'm not gonna introduce to Georgian women.
Why not?
He said, "Why not?"
No, I wanna, because if we. I mean, you're gonna marry some good Georgian woman, so you take him from my country, Georgian woman, to America. But the Georgian woman would love that, you know, to marry Americans. They love Americans. They love all the, you know, like guys like you. But it's
you try to keep the woman for you. You trying to keep
woman for Georgians.
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah.
So Michael, they're hands off. So don't think about mighty journey to Georgia, okay?
I mean, you can. I'm not gonna help you with that. You can work with your own. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I fucking love that.
It would go a long way if the champ was my wingman in Georgia. Now I'm on my own.
You're your own.
Just get me in contact with Ilia Topuria. He'll help me out.
He'll probably feel the same way. He goes, I ain't happening. Okay, all right. Let's get back to fighting. First off, thank you for allowing me to train with you. Right, I think. Like I said, to be able to experience what your opponents be able to experience, now I see why they have a hard time when they fight you. Your balance is amazing. Your transitions are beautiful. You're always fighting in the transitions. The thing that surprised me the most is even when you're submitting me, you're smiling. Where does that come from? You beating me up, you're smiling. You're beating people up in the octagon, you're smiling. Where does that come from? You just having a good time?
Yeah, I just having a good time.
Having a good fucking time.
Listen, it's nothing like you. Like I saw from you. You don't have no ego. Ego,
you said it right? Yeah, ego.
You don't have no ego, you know. This is just sport. This is just human being, you know, like it's nothing personal, just like you submit me, oh, now I have to make adjustment. I submit you, yeah, I'm happy, you know, whatever. I'm nothing, you know, or like I'm not gonna be cocky about it or whatever. I'm just enjoying moment, you know. Even if I mean, I hope I'm not gonna lose, but even if I lose, I'm still gonna smile, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm still gonna smile because life is good, you know. I'm enjoying every single moment. And then, you know, where I smile also, when I cut weight like a little bit old style, you know.
What's old style? What do you mean old style? Because there's so many different ways people cut weight.
You know, like, you know, you done wrestling, right? And then, so like, and then when I how I was cutting weight in judo, I was not drink water and not eat like couple
You just
days.
starve.
Yeah. I was doing this, but now I do that only 2 days. Like since Tuesday night, I don't drink water or I don't eat. So Wednesday whole day I don't eat, I don't drink water,
And you still train.
I work out. I need to work out to sweat. I don't do sauna or I don't do water hot tub.
A sauna, hot tub, or boil yourself.
Yeah, or like a sauna blanket. I just run to sweat. So this is tough, but so anyway, so then when I'm like hungry, thirsty, and I'm running to sweat, and I want to cry, but I smile, you know, because I'm in bad position, but I smile, you know, because I try to stay positive, you know.
But even I feel so. How big do you get? Can you convert to kg?
My biggest, I've been 160.
160.
Right now, I'm like between 150,
55.
Yeah, 55 is good weight.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I can get 158.
But I feel like you're always in good shape all year round. Like you don't blow up, get fat.
Yes.
You're always sporting a 6-pack. Is that just you staying disciplined throughout the whole entire year?
Yes, I try to training always. Even after the fight, of course, you don't have motivation to go back to gym, and even if you go, they will tell you you're crazy while you're training, you know. But so I try to run, lift weight, or swimming or something, and I try to, because imagine like now a couple months I'm strict diet, training like a crazy 2 times a day, and then after the fight, if I just sit and I don't get good sleep because the whole body is too much, body change, and especially go through hard weight cuts up, and then I wanna keep doing something like workout, like what my body is to it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're also helping Aljo. Each time Aljo's getting ready to fight, you're in his corner, you're helping him in his camp. Same thing with you. Oh, you gave him a piece of your bonus, right? Because he was training during his wedding. Talk to me about it. Like I said, your guys' bromance is something to be fucking studied, right? Like people who have a good training partner, they need to look at you and Aljo like, that's how we fucking do it. Tell me about that. You giving him a little bit of that money you made.
So what happened was, of course, you know, Aljo, my styling is big part of my success because he was my main training partner, and I learned so much from him. And then, you know, I was, you know, he's a good man, you know, and then he's my good friend. And he, like we said, we don't have ego. We always try to help each other and stuff like this. Anyway, so when I win fight against Sean O'Malley, and then if you got bonus, they tell you afterwards, right? Like a couple minutes later. And then, hey, Merab, congratulations, you got 50,000 bonus. And of course I was happy, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna split this bonus with my good friend Aljama Sterling, and and I know he's gonna not wanna like that, but I tell him he's getting married, and I said this is your wedding gift.
It's just part of Becca's money too now.
Yeah. It's like wedding gift, and then I split, and then
That's what's up. Okay, well, before we let you go, if you can give one simple advice, actually 2 things. One, when you first got into UFC, what did you do? Not in the UFC. What did you do with your very first check you made from fighting? Your very first check. For me, when I got my first check of like actual good money, I went and bought a laptop at Best Buy. I was like, honey, I'm buying a laptop. Then my very last check I got from fighting, I just saved it. I put it in investments and all that stuff. What did you do with your very first check, and what did you do with your last check?
Yeah, first fight in UFC I lost, and also at that time I don't had my social security number, and then they give me very small check, like I believe it was like $7,000, and then so when I left New York to go for a fight in California, my car dead, like, you know, it was like very bad car, old car and whatever, and then it wasn't worth to fix it, like it's
wasn't worth fixing.
Braked, and then like that, and then I buy a new car. I buy a new car from the check, you know, like first money, and then
what'd you do with your last check you just got from? I like to ask retired athletes, but you're still fighting, right? So
yeah, but yeah, I'm trying to invest. Yes, Sam. And now I'm trying to invest. But second fight, I got bonus, and I did crazy. What I did, let me tell you.
Okay.
Oh, I got $50,000 bonus, and then 10,000 from the fight, right? I was supposed to. My contract was 10,000, 10 fight. For the fight, 10 for win, but I lost. But I got 10,000 for fight, and then $50,000 for bonus. Oh, I'm so rich! I have $60,000 now, right? Before I never see this much money. I stopped work, of course. I never go construction.
I'm there. Bye.
And I stopped working, and of course, like I give my coaches bonuses. My manager charged me 10%. That time, just depend manager. And I have two brothers. I send them big piece of this. And I buy fancy car. And in 6 months, no work. My money is, of course, there is no more money left. And I don't even know that I have to pay taxes on it. And bro, like, you know, and then now I was using credit cards. In my life, I never owe money. I like to have money, of course, and I was working. I always have money, but now I left the job, and then I spent my money.
Yeah, you was like, I'm fucking broke.
Yeah, when I was thinking I'm the rich, you know. And then next fight I win, I got $20,000 back. But with this $20,000, now I have to pay taxes for that, and I go back to work, you know, construction. And
also, after you won the $60,000. You went broke in
6 months. Yeah, I spent. I
you
was
spent,
broke.
and then you went back to work.
I go back to work. Yeah.
So it's not unheard of, but imagine that, like you're in the biggest organization in the world as a fighter, you get 60,000, you quit your day job, and then you go back to work in construction while still fighting in the UFC, and then after you win a couple more, then you quit the construction job again, and then you were better about managing your money.
Right, yeah, because I learned, you still have a bills, and sometimes you don't know, so yeah, and then I tell you, I make $20,000, I pay taxes on, and then next fight, I don't have almost 1 year, like 10 months later. And then, thank God I was working.
Yeah.
Because if I don't go job, I don't have money. And then the money I make for next fight, now I have some saving.
Yep.
But because I have this experience, I cannot quit my job. You know, I want to keep it. And then, like before, I was thinking I'm just gonna training and I'm gonna, use this money for training to get better. But not how it works. And then win next fight. And then when they give me another fight and win, then I'm finally, I said, okay, you know what, I ain't
gonna fuck up. I ain't gonna mess it up.
Right.
That's what's up. Okay, last thing. If you could give any advice to any of the next generation of your countrymen, what would it be?
So I will say, don't rush. MMA, it's a great sport, but no rush. You gotta take your time. It's old you get, more smart you will get, and more good fighter you will get if you take your time, no rush, and just don't rush. Like I know that, especially in Georgia, they have fighter hearts and they want to keep fight whatever for money or for whoever opponent is. I will say take your time, no rush, get better, and then just go smart. Like because you need a good record to get UFC. If you have 5-5, take all short notice fights and you lose a lot of fights. No, they don't want you in UFC 5-5 record if you're a good fighter. So I would say they should keep the record like clean, because they have to fight the same level fighters, not like somebody. Sometimes they pay $500 to fight somebody like a more experienced guy. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So then they should be smart about it, and also they have to take time and learn, and it's like a foundation. They have to they have to have a strong foundation, like jiu-jitsu and grappling. This is very important for MMA, and then go for it.
That's what's up. Well, Merab, this has been absolutely amazing. Not just the podcast, but just being able to train with you, be inside your camp, see what you're going through, be able to experience the strength that everybody else experience. This is your time to let people know how they can support you, where to find you on Instagram. The floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Demetrious, for having me here. It's really honor. When I started mixed martial arts, I don't know much about UFC. I heard. I'm telling you my story how I started MMA.
Yeah, no, please.
I was coming from the training judo, and I saw some banners. They have a MMA fight event, and then they were selling tickets, and they was also looking for volunteer fighters. Like if you have any martial arts experience, you can fight too. And that was like challenge for me. And this is interesting. Then in Georgia, we used to call MMA fight without rules. It's like old name. Now it's MMA, but
fight without rules.
Yeah, fight without rules. Because remember all the UFC? Yeah. That's what we was calling. And they were saying, fight without rules. We are looking for volunteer fighters who want to fight. And then, wow. And I call it, and they said, okay, you can come in the office. I go, I sign it. And I was very excited. And my opponent was like a martial artist, like a more karate guy. And he was bigger than me, but I was like, I fight from the instinct, because I know wrestling from judo and sambo. And then I was fighting from instinct. And it was back and forth first round. And I was taking him down. But then the second round, I finally break him from the takedown. He get tired and give up, right? And then after I go home and I search in YouTube fights, and I find YouTube like Fedor Emelianenko's fight, and then later on when I was searching, and then I find the UFC fights like George St. Pierre, and I watch you since that, and then you are really model for me, and so I'm sure every UFC fighter, whatever you done for this sport, you achieve everything. You've been great champion multiple times, and another organization great champion, and then you finish on top, and you still living healthy life. You have a beautiful family. You have this good podcast. So you still in this sport, and I have so much respect for you. And I wish every MMA fighter's career go very well, like your career go well. So, but you are really inspired. And then thank you so much. It's an honor for me to training with you, to be here in your podcast, and much respect, much love, and keep doing what you're doing, and God bless you, and God bless your family.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, before I let you go, Michael, do you have anything you want to ask? You're not getting his woman. Don't ask about the woman, all right? Michael, what you got?
I'm still heartbroken about the Georgia thing, but I think one day we're gonna make it happen. I still have hope.
Do your search. You. I'm sure you can find the Georgian woman, but I'm not gonna help you. I tell you.
I fucking love that. I have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, It's like this, like if you come in my town and I wanna some girl, go some town. Don't search
come
it.
in my
Keep a woman for me. You know what I'm saying?
I really love that.
But one question I wanted to have for you, we were talking to your coach, John Wood,
Yes.
and we asked him, how is Merab a machine? Like, how is he able to show up? You don't warm up. We saw you all week. You just show up. You don't warm up. You're like, you like the first
Nice
form,
thing,
shout
good.
out first form. But you don't warm up at all. You just show up, maybe even 30 minutes late and just start going. How are you able to have the conditioning you have without the stretching, without all the stuff that these other fighters do?
I don't know. I guess
He's built fucking different.
yeah. No, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I don't warm up. I don't stretch much. I just start straight training. I don't know. Like I'm like I feel like I don't want to waste time for like I want to do more realistic. I said, like, you're training in Georgia, 40 minutes, they do gymnastic work. Like warm up, they are tired after that. You know what I'm saying? It's good, of course, don't get me wrong. It's good, like wrestling, they work, but now I'm old and all my energy I want to do for my real training, and I want to get more rounds. And I don't know. I don't feel anymore. I need to like a warm up or like do something.
I think it's mental.
Yeah, mental.
Because I can see it in your mind when you show up. You're like, "What are we doing?" Okay, then you'll chat and you go, all right, let's go. And then you pop, pop, boom, 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 boom. Then after you do your set, you're like, okay, what's da 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 da? Okay, well, you lock in, you lock out, you lock in, you lock out. And I think for you, for doing it for so long, you're able just to switch it. The only other person I ever seen do that was Matt, my coach. He would get off a plane from Japan, come to the gym, no warm up, and just jump in his spar and beat us all up. So I think for you, it's mental and you're just built different.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it works for me. And that's why everybody's different, Like my friend Ilia, he has couple minutes warm up. Like he's doing all the warm ups, all the warm ups before me. I don't.
Do you sit there and wait? Were you like, yeah, da, 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 da.
Yeah.
You're like, what
just like this, Yeah, just but once I go, and I if there is more rounds, I would like to rounds, no problem. I'm not gonna stop like training,
Yeah.
But real training, so I don't have motivation for drilling.
Yeah.
And I don't have motivation for big warm up.
Yeah. No, there's another person I talked to, J-Rod. He's a great grappler. He was like, I don't like to drill. He goes, I like just to go. I learned from simulations, like you said. Then he figures it out when he's doing it. And then his brother was like, he could probably benefit from drilling, but it works for him and he's been able to be very successful. So
is it the same with fighting? When you're in the back, what are your warm-ups like? Do you like just not doing much?
So before was different. Like before I used to warm up a big whatever, but now depends how I feel, what I'm saying? I listen my body, sometimes I used to burn myself. I used to make myself tired and then now I just need to like warm up, go through what should I'm gonna do, stuff like this. Depends, I don't have like this. I don't have like a clock. You
just go by feel.
Yeah, and then also I don't have like, I saw you have a mouthpiece or
my heart rate.
Yeah, so you check this, right? Yeah.
So for me, I've always done heart rate variability, meaning I like to track what my heart rate's doing. So in a fight, you heart rate gets up. I want to try to bring it down. And so for me, my whole career, I've always tracked my heart rate, my sleep, just to see where I'm at so I know when I can push. That's why I'm at 39 years old, I'm able to still continue to train because I know how to manage my heart rate. So that's why I use that so I can see what's going on in the workout.
See, it's good. The orb actually give me mouthpiece too, same mouth guard, and then I don't use it. but because like how it works for me, I don't check.
Yeah.
I don't check. I don't check this, and I just wanna sleep whatever time I have. My goal is to sleep 8 hours, but of course you have phone, you go late sleep, and you still have to wake up on time, and then sometimes only 6 hours, but whatever. I sleep, now it's wake up, go time, so it works for me. And I don't even check my weight. I only check weights maybe once a month, like when I feel like light, and then I'm happy. Yeah, I don't want to feel like, I'm
the stress of I'm too heavy, I gotta get lower.
Yeah, I don't want to skip the meal. I lessen my body. I lessen my. Saying I'm coaching my own body, and saying like.
Well, you know your body the best.
Yeah.
Nobody else does, right? And I think that's what's made you so sick. You never miss weight, right? Never miss weight. It blows my fucking mind. When an athlete misses weight, at least 6 to 8 weeks before you're gonna have to make a weight.
Right.
It's no science. It's no secret. You got to be that weight. So when I see athletes who don't make weight, it literally just blows my mind. And then everybody tries to give them sympathy and it's like, no. You know what weight class you're supposed to be at 8 weeks, 6 weeks out. If it's a 4 weeks notice, don't take it. Say, now I got to do 155. Like Aljo versus Brian. He was like, Aljo had to go up to a different weight class to be able to fight. But you know your body so well. It works well for you. And I'm super happy for you. I'm inspired by you, and I cannot wait to see what you do in the future with your career.
Thank you so much. Aljo and Ortega situation was different because Ortega really passed out. He was unconscious.
Yeah,
that's respect. He tried his best.
1,000%.
Yeah. He go hospital. Yeah. That's bad.
But I would say this: if that happened, but if he was like, hey, I'm going to get with a dietitian. I'm going to stay true to my diet. I'm going to drink my water. I'm going to eat all my meals to make the weight class healthy. I would like to throw out there that he would probably not have passed out and all that stuff. Would you agree or would you?
I agree with that. I think Brian Ortega is big, and I think I don't think he's 45. I don't know because
maybe 55 is more suited for him.
Yes.
1,000%.
Yes.
Maybe so that becomes a decision as an athlete. It's like, I know I can't make it. I go 155, or maybe the UFC forced him to go 145. I have no idea. But for me, when I would cut to 125, I'm sure when you make the weight class to 135, you take time, you're disciplined with your water, your sleep, your diet. You don't cheat. And you're able to make it, right? Obviously, freak accidents happen, but for me, since just like you, from 16 years old to 39 years old, I have not missed one fucking weight cut, right? Same thing with you, right? So for me, I have no sympathy.
Yeah.
So.
Respect.
Okay, boys, let me get this man out of here. All right, guys. Merab, I'm super excited you're taking on Corey Sandhagen. I'm excited about that fight. Just like you said, he does oppose some challenges for you. Like you said, the heel hook, the way he's bigger, the flying knee. But nobody's prepared for the machine. Nobody's prepared for Merab Dvalishvili. So, Merab, thank you so much for taking your time. All right. One of the things we've been doing lately on our YouTube channel when we have a podcast is we have the guest sign a UFC glove. I sign it, you sign it, and we're going to give these away to a listener because you have a YouTube channel as well, right?
I do have it.
So I'm going to sign these gloves. You're going to sign them too. And we do a giveaway for your channel and one for my channel. So guys, if you guys want to win a signed glove from me and Merab, just check the link in the description below. Go follow Merab at his YouTube channel and also his Instagram. And you got a man right here who does all your Instagram. What's this man's name? Vato.
Yeah.
This man's been killing it for Merab. Oh, Jesus Christ. Go ahead and get in the shot, Vato.
Nice.
Yeah,
Do I have to sign too?
Yes, you sign too.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll give you a glove. I'm gonna keep a glove, and we'll give it away to somebody on our channel. You give it away on your guys' channel. That's something we just do for the fans, because without the fans, we wouldn't be here today.
Of course.
We'd be successful.
Thank you, all the
Boom.
fans. Yeah, you have a great channel, my friend.
No, I love your skits, man. I'm like, no, that one's yours.
Oh, it's
that
mine.
one's yours.
Okay.
So,
So yeah, one like two lucky people, one lucky can win from your channel, one lucky person from my channel can win these gloves.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, let me put it on.
Don't put it on. You're gonna smear it. Don't. Yeah. He gonna put it on. He gonna.
Oh, it's opposite.
It's wrong for you. That's okay though.
I think it's other side.
It's wrong side. It's okay though. But that has been worn by the champion of the world, Merab Devalishvili. There we go. Boys, I'm Demetrious Johnson, your host, co-host of Behind the Scene. But our guest is Merab Devalishvili, the Machine. We will see you guys in the next episode of the MIGHTYcast. Oos. There we go. He was like, you can't have... What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the MIGHTYcast, and we're going to recap everything we just went through with our guest. And our guest was Merab Devalishvili, the Machine. First off, we did the Mighty journey with him, and I told you guys, man, I feel like this was a tapping tour. I got tapped out a lot by Merab. I got tapped out by all the other guys there, and I got tapped out, obviously, by Mikey Misimichi, but... how humble he is, and he has no ego, and it's always funny. He's always late to every training session. Every training session he showed up.
I like how you said training session. He's late to everything in life. He was
that's
he was
true.
like an hour late to this podcast. He's late to his dates. He's late to everything.
But even though he's late, he shows up and he's ready to rock and roll, right? The first training session with him was great, and then the second training session with him with the jiu-jitsu, and then to hear him talk about how he feels sorry for American champions who don't get the support that, his countrymen do, right? Like him coming from Georgia and, Ilia topuria being able to have the same support when they win their belts. It's kind of crazy to hear him say, like, I feel sorry for the American champions because you guys don't get celebrated like we do.
No, and I like how the modesty of American champions. There aren't any American champions right now.
Not anymore, yeah.
Anyway, we got Kayla Harrison, and that's it, right?
Yeah, Kayla Harrison, Alex Pantoja, 35 is him, 45 was Ilia, now it's Alex Volkanovski.
There's
yes,
no one.
There's no American champion, so.
So I don't think that's anything that, it's not a problem to have when there aren't any American champions. But no, he's just an awesome guy, one of the nicest fighters to be around. And I will say, being around him, people need to understand, he does not warm up. And we're not saying that to try to add to this mystique of him and this legend. First of all, to jiu-jitsu, he shows up 30 minutes late and just goes right into it and kicks ass.
Yep.
It's just fucking a monster. Shows up to the training. He's maybe 15 minutes late to that at Syndicate. Just walks in, starts hitting pads, and he hit those pads hard. I don't know if you were watching some of it.
I watched a little bit of it, yeah.
And that was zero warming up, nothing. So this is a guy who has the best cardio we've maybe ever seen in MMA with zero warming up, just walks in there, he could do it. This dude was just born to be a fighter. Seeing it firsthand was like, okay, this is fucking ridiculous. There's not.
Well, I never forget, you text me, goes, I'm so sore. How do you stretch? And I feel like, for him, he's done it for so long. The days of him doing judo and then construction and going back to train and then blowing all his money and then going back to not jiu-jitsu, but going back to work construction. And when he was training, the way he would move, you see how he does those tendencies when he's fighting. You see he was doing it when he was hitting pads, when he was also drilling with me, and then not really with jiu-jitsu because he's not throwing his hands, but you see how he's able to develop and keep that same pace the whole entire time he fights. You see when he trains. And I think another thing that was fascinating about having that chat with him is talking about how he's trying to get back to his country with the gym, right? Like, I always find it fascinating for an athlete to get back to, the area they come from, whether it might be community service or building a gym. That way he can give the next generation of the athletes coming out of Georgia better training, a better facility, and he wants to be part of that. I wonder if him and Ilia topuria will ever come together to be the next trailblazer for new generation coming out of Georgia.
Can't believe I'm still heartbroken he won't set me up with because if I go to Georgia, with Merab. Have you seen the reaction he gets when he goes?
Seen it.
If I go there and he's helping me, I mean, I love the confidence he has that I would steal some woman and bring her back to America.
He was like, nah, you ain't get my Georgia woman. You're gonna have to do it on your own. I ain't giving you my
that as
woman.
a compliment, but one day I'm telling you, we're gonna go and he's gonna help me out. And if not, we're gonna hit up Topuria and.
Topuria gonna be the same when he goes, no, I agree with my countryman. You're not taking my woman out of Georgia to bring her back to America.
If Merab comes to Phoenix, Arizona, I'll set him up with a nice American woman. There
you go.
So
yeah, it has to be his, what he's looking for.
Yeah, no, that's true. We'll figure. Shit, well, if he wins against Corey Sandhagen,
yeah,
I think he can get any woman he wants to get. Get that coming off
let's talk
all
about
the wins he has.
Yeah, let's talk about that fight. I think it's a very unique fight for Merab because he's pretty much beaten everybody in the division. Corey Sandhagen has a good win over Figueiredo. That was his last fight. He ended up beating Figueiredo via kind of like a knee bar, not knee bar, but it was a 50-50 position. He came up, popped the ACL of Figueiredo, and now he's getting his opportunity to fight for the belt, which Corey has fought for the belt against Peter Yan, I believe. Who did he fight for the belt? Yeah, it was Peter Yan. It was a 5-round fight.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a fight between. Okay,
he also fought Aljo, but that was before Aljo was champ.
That's before Aljo, so champion.
Yeah. Peter Yan. And that was a sick fight. I mean,
that was a sick ass fight.
In no way was it a performance that was like, oh, this guy's not championship material. It was a great fight. So
yeah, so he gets the opportunity to fight Merab, and I think what Merab opposes. The thing that Merab does very well is that he has that gas tank. He's relentless. He knows where he's good at. He's able to put people out of their game, break them. And then Corey, he's very long, good hands, good stand-up, good flying knee, very unorthodox how he attacks people, switches stance, southpaw to orthodox. When he gets taken down, he does like to attack the ankle locks, the heel hook, toe holds. So it's going to be a great fight between Corey versus Merab, and I'm super excited to see, who's going to be able to come out on top.
Yeah, so everyone, just a reminder, we're going to go live for UFC 320. You can watch it with Demetrious Johnson. And if you have not seen the Mighty Journey, which is already out there with Merab, which was just an awesome experience, seeing firsthand, really everything people say about him is 100% true.
Yep.
Some of the stuff you didn't even see on camera, producer Nick and I talked to John Woods, which, by the way, he has the same Rolex as you.
Yeah, the Bumblebee, I call it the Batman, but yeah, the GMT.
Yeah, he has the same one, which is interesting. But when we were talking to him, he said, and here's what you agreed with as well. Merab is technical. Like he always, when he talks about himself, he doesn't say it. And even John Wood is like, I'm telling you, he's my little GSP.
Yeah,
that's what he said. He's like, I'm telling you, he's very technical, even though he tries to act like he isn't. So
yeah,
I think we're finally seeing Merab get the appreciation he deserves.
Absolutely.
Of one of the most dominant champions, one of the best overall fighters, not just this wrestler who's boring and like our friend MMA Guru might say. Yeah, I think he is entertaining wrestling. It is not just wrestling. It is going out there, finishing guys. Yep. So I'm excited. This is the fight to make. I think they're going to do Corey Sandhagen, and let's see if Umar could win on the same card versus Mario Bautista, and that will likely be the next fight. I love when you're the one who says you love stories.
Yep.
Let's let that slow cook the Umar storyline, not just, okay, let's do Umar right away.
Yeah.
Let him get a win, and we'll get that fight again.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing when it comes to mixed martial arts is, like you said, let's let a story materialize, right? If Umar beats Mario Bautista, and then if Corey loses to Merab beats Corey, I don't want to see Umar versus Merab immediately, right? But we do need Merab to fight somebody, whoever is next, right? Which we have no idea who it is. Or maybe let Merab sit on ice. Maybe let him sit, search for that love, let Merab find some love, and have Umar fight again, summon the next contender. Then we have those two fight again. But I think it's a very interesting spot where Merab is right now, because being one of the most dominant champions in the UFC, now starting to get the respect that he deserves. 13-fight win streak. He probably has the most champions under his resume that he's beaten. I'm happy to see his success. I'm happy to see that he's still enjoying it. And yeah, man. And it's crazy that he doesn't do any warm-up, and he's able, and he feels great. He looks fucking good.
Yeah, and no traditional cardio either. It's really, it was funny, you were trying to call him when we were saying this up, and he was just running in the mountains.
He was running in the mountains.
Maybe 8 p.m. or something like that.
He was running in the mountains playing fucking baseball.
Oh, playing baseball?
Played baseball with Bato. He was sort of, hey, he goes, 1, 2. I forgot to
I
ask
would
him
have
about
loved
that.
to see that.
Yeah, it was on Instagram. I was like, and he calls me at late at night, and I was like, yeah, how was baseball? He goes, oh, it was good. We're in the mountain, have a good time. Yes, I'll be there tomorrow. Yes. Yeah.
So hitting rocks with a metal bat.
Yeah. Just absolutely
I would expect
crazy.
nothing less from Merab.
Exactly. But he's still having fun. We're super excited. So, boys, Michael, let them know how they can win this signed glove between me and Merab.
Yeah, so guys, if you follow on Spotify, we're always trying to boost those Spotify numbers. Also, leave a review. And if you do that and also post on the community post, you have a chance to win this Merab and Demetrious Johnson signed glove right here. Also, go to Merab's channel. We'll put a link in the description for his channel. And we're going to give away 2 gloves, 1 on our channel. Beautiful signed glove right here by Merab Dvalishvili. I'm going to say it the correct way, Dvalishvili.
No, it's Dvalishvili.
Dvalishvili is how he said in Georgia. In Georgia, the V's are like W's. So, it's kind of how you say. How do you say Alex Per again?
Alex Pejeda.
Pejeda, yeah, like that's correct, but John Anik doesn't say it that way. You know what I mean? But
here we go.
It is Dvalishvili.
Dvalishvili.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Dvalishvili. I said it to him in his face. He didn't fucking backhand me. So I'm going to say Dvalishvili. So, guys, like, subscribe. Also, hit the bell to go live. And follow the instructions to be able to win this glove signed by me and Merab the Machine, Dvalishvili. We will see you guys. No, we will not see you guys. We will see you guys in the next episode of the MIGHTYcast. But I'm Demetrious Johnson, your host, my co-host, right-hand man, Michael Wansover, the other right-hand man, Nick Pappas.
Get in here.
Get in there. He's got great hair. We always tell him he should, right here. We appreciate you guys. Always loving the channel. Please leave a like, subscribe. Also, hit the bell to when we go live. We will see you guys in the next episode of the MIGHTYcast.